All right, well, we're live.
Yeah. All right. I'm excited. I haven't been on one of these yet. Well, okay, I guess I
I
was on
know.
one. I was on one by accident, because people were making fun of my hair.
Um,
But I wasn't on any other ones.
I'm trying to see where, if anybody's in here or not. I'm trying to see the full chat here.
So they'll be if they'll show up at the bottom if they pop in. Hello, Jeremy. Definitely getting canceled. Hey, you're getting canceled if I'm on. That's for dang sure. I'll try to be good though. I'll try to be a sweet baby angel like I know I am. What up, so blessed? What's going on?
What's
I know
going on?
Josh is in the chat. Jeremy's coming. All right.
Jeremy, Gus.
We got the crew coming. We got everybody coming. And then you get bonus me. Lucky you. Lucky you.
For real, right?
I mean, depends on who you ask, probably. These earpods suck. These are horrible.
So how are you? Everybody doing that's here so far? I'm still trying to figure this thing out.
Tell us, how's your Memorial Day weekend going? Even though we're kind of just at the beginning of it. You want the big hat? You want the big hat? Give me a minute. I'm gonna get the big hat.
Here we go.
Ask and you shall receive. Big hat. It's gonna get really warm. So I bought this. The story behind the big hat. I don't know if I've told this story on. I definitely have it on here, so I will anyway. Story behind the big hat, right? So I won one of my fantasy football championships, right? So I said, if I win, I'm doing something dumb. And that was the year that Brian Robinson brought the big hat to the locker room. So I was like, if I win, I'm buying myself a big hat. That's champion for a reason. Because I'm a winner. What up, Goose?
What's
up, guys? How are you?
Paper Goose. So how was the con?
Yeah, sorry I'm late.
Holding down the fort.
You're fine.
Thanks, Jake.
Hey, I showed up to try and deal with tech issues and then somehow made my own.
Ooh, man.
Tired? Yeah, tired from the con? Fun
yeah. Well, I wasn't going to go, and then one of my buddies who lives here, he had to go to Iowa abruptly because his wife had like a work conference or something, and he asked me if I was going, and I was like, well, I might, but I'm not for sure. And he's like, I'll buy your ticket if you'll go like get me some autographs. And so I was like, what up, Jeremy?
Howdy.
I mean, seems like a no-brainer to go at that point.
Yeah, well, he wanted actually, it was crazy because the two people he wanted ended up being like the most popular. It was Danny Trejo and Jason Isaacs. So.
Oh, okay. What was Malfoy? Malfoy's dad, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was actually surprisingly, I mean, there was a lot of Harry Potter fans, but there was a lot of Avatar, The Last Airbender fans there. Because I guess he's like, I don't know what voice he does, but
I think that movie is bad. So I guess
yes.
Oh wait, the movie or the blue people, or the show or the?
No, I'm sorry, The Last Airbender.
Okay, all right. The movie's bad. The show's fine.
Movie's terrible.
Yeah, he was super nice. He doesn't do a lot of U.S. cons, I don't think, but he had a massive line. I mean, I got in Danny's line first, and then because it was wrapped. I mean, it was packed. And then they had a ton of people there. I mean, shoot, there was GalaxyCon gets like a lot of voice actors, a lot of there was like some makeup effects people, comic book people.
So it was GalaxyCon OKC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, we have a really nice convention center, so it was cool. And then there's some people I ran into that I know and stuff. So the
Cool.
guy actually, it's funny that I posted a picture a second ago with Thomas Lennon from Reno 911.
Yeah.
And the guy who was running his table, I actually know he has a company called Waldo Inc. And I was the first time I met him in person, but he flew out here to like run Thomas Lennon's table for him. And
Cool.
so I met him, and then I was chatting with Thomas for a little bit at the end of the con. And
Was he in full Reno 911 garb?
yeah, no, yeah, he was. He wore it all weekend. We have a baseball team here that's the minor league team for the Dodgers, and they changed their name from the OKC Dodgers to the Comets for some reason. And
that's way cooler.
Yeah, no, it is cool, but it just is random because they've been the Dodgers for a while. But yeah, he threw out the first pitch Thursday night at the game. I wasn't there for that, but I saw a video from a friend that went, so pretty funny. But yeah, he wears the new boot goofing, the cowboy boots, and the whole guard, and he like fake arrests people, like he walks around the con. And
I would expect nothing less.
There was when I walked up to him, there was a kid like crying, and he like went to reach for his gun, and he like and then he was like, he looked at me and he was like, he gave me a serious look. I was like, nah, don't do it, don't pop that kid. Yeah, it was cool. We were there pretty much all day, but yeah, I was just chilling, you know.
Did you get any autographs for yourself?
I did, yeah. I only got a couple for myself, but I got James Vanderbeek.
Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out how to do something here.
Yeah,
you're fine. I mean, everything sounds fine.
I got James Vanderbeek on my Varsity Blues pop, so that was cool.
I've been seeing some of those pop up. Those are nice.
Yeah, I was kind of sad because like he had like nobody at his table. There was like maybe me and one other person, and then they put him in like the dark corner. Like I mean, there was a whole line of celebrities, but he was at the end where like nobody was going, and he and I had a nice little chat because he's battling cancer, and we talked about my mom and stuff, so that was really cool. And then, I met Helen Hunt too. I had her sign she also, surprisingly, for Twister being in Oklahoma and stuff, she didn't have hardly anyone at her table. So I went and met her, and then we just chatted real quick. I could tell she doesn't really go to a lot of cons. I take it because she was just kind of real quiet, and she was nice. She was sweet, but
that's kind of how Molly Ringwald and Ali Sheedy were. Like, they were pleasant, but that they were there for like the job. You can kind of tell.
Anthony Michael Hall was there.
He's great.
I met him a while back in Denver, but I didn't have a chance to meet him today again. So
yeah, he was great when I saw him. Him and Judd were both super cool.
Nice. Yeah, Judd's the surprising one because for years people were like, Judd's so mean and stuff, but Jeremy's cackling.
Chris is just making me laugh.
I haven't even seen the chat.
I haven't even got that far yet. Yeah, wow. Mike said I was going to break
my camera. My problem is, what I'm trying to do right now is, my screen is so small, I can barely see the three of y'all.
How? What are you even doing?
I don't know. I'm never doing this again.
I don't either. I don't know how you even started this thing.
Everything else is like big, but y'all are like, smaller than the size of my phone.
As long as it looks good on the YouTube, it's fine.
Yeah, it looks great on the YouTube.
Judd Nelson, yeah, he used to be such like a cloister. Like, he never came out of the house or anything. So it's crazy to see that he's on the con scene a lot now.
Well, I watched the Q&A at C2E2 with all of them reunited, and that's what Emilio said. He said he was just waiting, and he kind of was weary. He didn't really want to do any of that stuff. And he thought no better place than where they filmed the movie to come back. So
yeah, I'm bummed. I'm bummed that I didn't get him at mine because I got all the rest of them, and I had to buy an Emilio from a different. Like, I had to send it out and get it done from a different con. So
Yeah.
oh well. I mean, it is what it is. I still met the other 4, which was super cool. So it's still a cool experience, even though one of them was missing. But it's fun.
But that would have been cool. I would love to meet the rest of them. But I met Anthony years ago. But back then I didn't really. I had some autographs, but I didn't realize what you could do with autographs, like get cool pieces. And so I had him hit. They had a weird science reunion at Denver Comic-Con, and it was the 2 main kids, Anthony Michael Hall and oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. Michael Ian something or other, and then Kelly LeBrock was there too, and she was, I wouldn't say she was mean, but you could tell she doesn't really like Anthony Michael Hall too much. So.
Oh wow.
Well, because he signed I have the John Hughes Blu-ray set that has Weird Science, Breakfast Club, and 16 Candles in it, and so I had all 3 of them sign the cover of that, and Anthony signed first, and he signed he signs pretty big. It's a big signature. And then I went to Ian Michael, whatever, next, and he was really nice. He signed kind of small. And then I got to Kelly last, and she was like, I was like, yeah, sorry, Anthony kind of signed pretty big. And she said some snarky remark about like he's such a dick or something like that. And I was like, geez, he was really nice when I just met him, but that's okay.
You know, sometimes people are just there for the job, and you got to keep them separated. You know.
Well, you know what was crazy is Anthony Michael Hall. He was a lot less back then, but he wasn't charging for selfies at his table. And Kelly LeBrock, you had to pay for an autograph, and she, out of the 3, she was the only one who charged for selfies. That she was charging like $40 to get a selfie at her table, and I was like, what? I was like,
I was looking at.
Anthony Michael Hall's bigger than both y'all, and he charged. He even let 2 of my friends jump in the selfie. I was like, "Can they get in the picture too?" And he was like, "Yeah, of course." I was like, "Who do you think you are, Kelly LeBrock?"
Yeah, I was looking at prices for Rhode Island Comic Con just for autographs and stuff now and pictures, and I'm like, "This is gonna be horrible. Like, this is gonna be a nightmare." Like Charlie Cox alone is gonna be 200 plus, and yeah, it's
crazy that he's gone up a little. I mean, because when I met him at GalaxyCon here last year, I don't remember him being that crazy. Like it was like 100 and.
It's that Daredevil effect.
Yeah, I guess with the new. I mean, this was before they even had the new stuff announced. Like, so I guess I get it, but still, I was like, man, he went up in price.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt, and it's like I don't know what I'm gonna. It's really difficult. They used to make it super easy the last few years I went to pre-buy autographs, and now it seems impossible now. So I'm just going to bring a shit ton of cash and hope I don't get robbed. That's the only thing I can think of.
Don't rob me.
Please don't rob me at Rhode Island.
The worst part for me is waiting in line for so long.
That's why I get the VIP too, so I can go in early. So I can get at least a few done, hopefully, unless they're like the big name. Like Charlie Cox, getting in early, I'm going right there. Like I'm going directly there and waiting for hopefully not that long, and then doing the rest of my stuff later. But I don't know. Yeah, it's getting so expensive, and I had to book the hotel like now too, and that even now it was late.
How far away from Rhode Island are you?
A little under 2 hours, probably. Going with my sister and her boyfriend this year.
You'll drive there then?
Yeah, me and my sister and her boyfriend are going this year.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is the hotel is directly across the street. I can literally walk to the VIP line, which is great. So I definitely prepared a little better this year, as opposed to years past. Years past we were only like in a hotel 10 minutes or so away, but it's going to be so much better to just be like, all right, I'm going to wake up and go across the street. And then if I want to leave, which I'm going to want to leave Saturday, I always do. I hate Saturdays, they're the worst. I'm just going to be like, all right, see ya. There's only Saturday, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's just the convention effect too. Like conventions are just getting. I mean, there's more of them. They're busier. Like GalaxyCon this year is a great example. Last year when I went on Saturday, I met Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio, Anthony Starr from the boys. Like 3 really big names. I got all 3 of them in less than like 45 to an hour.
Yeah, I try to when I go, I try to plan like it sounds bad, but I try to do like the lower end people like one day, and then like Charlie Cox start the day, and then do some like nobodies after.
Yeah.
John Cryer, I think, might be an interesting one for Rhode Island. I don't know what his line's going to look like. He just doesn't do cons, so
no.
I'm curious on what that's going to look like. But getting a Ducky signed, I got to do it.
Oh yeah, duh. I wasn't even thinking. I was thinking like something else you'd get signed, but yeah, that makes the most sense.
They don't do 2.5 men pops. I would have done that one if they did.
That is odd that they. I guess maybe the licensing, but
probably, and that Charlie Sheen wasn't a part of it anymore. There's probably some weird stuff with it.
Man, we haven't even heard from
Jake,
Charlie.
Do you go to Rhode Island quite often or no?
I don't. I only go for Rhode Island Comic Con. I've been twice. I have no reason to be there. There's nothing in Rhode Island.
I came down the other week from Connecticut.
There's less there.
Huh?
There's less in Connecticut than there is in Rhode Island.
Well, he lives on the border of, so it's a place called Pawcatuck.
I'll take your word for it.
So it's like he lives in Connecticut, like 2 roads over is Rhode Island. So he's like the furthest you can be from Connecticut before you get to Rhode Island. So, I don't know if you'd ever heard it or not, but
I haven't heard of the town, but I mean, I have family in Connecticut. I don't even know where they live, so somewhere in there.
I forget Connecticut's a state.
It's close to me, and so do I. And I've been there, and I have family there, and I barely remember. It's like Delaware. Like, who knows Delaware's a state?
No, we should just do is just call that whole cluster of them just New England.
The whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, most of them are. It's a good bet. Like, most of them are. There was one that I think, I don't remember. Is New Jersey not part of it? There's one of them that isn't. I think it's Jersey, and I never remember which one it is.
I could see Jersey being the one that doesn't want to be part of it.
Yeah, because they hate us because the New York Jets and stuff.
They're proud.
I love New York, but I don't care nothing about New Jersey.
New York sucks. New York City sucks. Like, it's cool to look at once. Yeah. I've been. It's cool to look at once, but it's filthy. It's disgusting. I never want to go back. I had my really obnoxiously long rock star hair when I went to New York City, and I was touched by so many homeless people. So don't like that.
Well, you
robbed. Not touched in the like magical sense, like
no, they touched my hair like without me willing. I wasn't like, yeah, go ahead. And I'm like, no, please stop touching me.
When's the last time you were there?
New York City?
Yeah.
20.
Oh, so it's been a while.
17?
Yeah.
I don't think it's changed. I doubt it's less homeless.
Probably more.
Yeah, it's probably more homeless.
Jeremy, what were you about to say?
Oh, I said that the New York sports teams are kind of mid.
Oh, yeah.
They got the there was people at GalaxyCon that were talking about the Knicks, all the Knicks hype right now, but
I don't know anything. I don't know. Brian, you're a Mets fan, right? Why?
All my life when I thought about it.
Why?
Why? Where'd that come from?
One of the first things I ever watched when I was a kid was Darryl Strawberry and Doc Gooden and all those guys, and
it's osmosis. It's fan osmosis.
I can't talk. I have the weirdest choices of sports teams.
That's me
like
too,
Aaron
Jake.
Rodgers.
Yeah,
I love Aaron Rodgers.
I will tell you,
one of my favorite quarterbacks.
The very first person that got me into baseball was Ozzie Smith.
Nice. That's a good player.
Yeah,
I actually have a Mets.
He was my favorite overall.
I remember to do that.
So who do we got in the chat right now? Mike?
We got a lot of people.
Chris.
Well, there's Travis.
We got our
Mike
and Chris and Papa Goss is in the chat.
I hope Mike's still going on his 3 a.m. rants and chats. I hope he's still doing that.
I missed Anthony's
comment. Oh, Anthony's here.
He said, "Are you canceled?" He said, "Are you canceled yet?"
I'm being kind of good. Like, all right, leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
He is being good. I'm shocked.
Man,
I have so many things I could say, but like, I'm trying to keep it at least PG-13.
You know what? You know what's cool at I was gonna say about GalaxyCon is you don't feel at well, I guess it depends on the convention center and how big it is, but like we have a pretty newish one, and the autograph alley is like kind of hectic, but like everywhere else there's like room to breathe. Because I've been to some big cons like Texas Frightmare and LA Comic Con, and those are just like you feel
God,
massive.
I couldn't even imagine. Like San Diego Comic Con would make me jump off a bridge.
Yeah, well, I haven't even been to New York Comic Con, but like I would love to go one day. But I mean, you got to brave the. I don't even know how crazy that one gets, but
I would love to go to one of the big cons just to go. But like, man, I know I'd be miserable.
But I noticed at GalaxyCon though, a lot of the celebrities like walk around the autograph floor. So like today, I ran into Butch Hartman, Fairly Odd Parents,
and,
nice.
Danny Phantom and stuff. And then he's a lot short. I didn't know he was that short. He was like
he's a tiny
just
man.
a little bit shorter than me. Yeah. Who's the other person? I was waiting in line at Danny Trejo, and I was like 2 people away from his table, and I hear this voice, and this guy's like, "Yo, Danny, what's up?" It was freaking Mario Lopez.
That's a crazy one.
Well, because they had three Saved by the Bell people there. They had Mark Paul Gosselaar, Shannon, not Shannon, I'm sorry, Elizabeth Berkley, and Mario Lopez. And
sad.
Well, then, like, Danny was like the most popular guest today because he had celebrities coming up. Well, Greg Nicotero, the makeup effects guy, they worked together on From Dusk Till Dawn. He came up while I was in line too and was like saying what up to him. He's like, "Danny, what's up?" And people were like showing off tattoos with him lifting his shirt, like showing tattoos together, and like he was saying what up to kids, and it was just
I've heard he's nothing but super nice.
My friend wanted a machete signed, and
I have one.
The one that he gave me to sign, it like Danny even was like shocked at how crazy looking it was because it has all kinds of here, I think I have it right here.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
I do want
to I know the GalaxyCon in Raleigh keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Oh my God.
Good. Nice.
Yeah, that's a machete.
And then he put a quote. I had to message GalaxyCon and they said,
hey.
Well, they said as long as I had it in like a box or a whatever. So I just put it like they didn't even know I had one until I got up to the table. So
that's crazy.
I just took it out. Yeah, it was nuts. But
that's one of those Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Oh man! And look at how beautiful Jason Isaac's signature. It's the green one.
Yeah, that is nice.
And then my friend already had Daniel Radcliffe on here.
Oh, that's sick.
So he has Daniel Beckett authenticated, and then I got Jason. Even the JSA guy was like, he's like, "Oh my God!" He's like, "That looks." And you know what's crazy? That was Jason's call because I was gonna I asked my friend what he wanted, and he said silver.
Silver paint pen sucks.
Yeah, and then I got up there, and then Jason was like really sweet, but he's like, "What do you think? Green?" He's like, "For Slytherin," and I was like, "Yeah, man, whatever you think. You probably signed more of these than I know about." So
sometimes they know. Sometimes they know.
You got to get green.
Yeah, no, it just I even sent the picture to my buddy because he's out of town, and he was like, he thought it was he was like, "Man, that looks so good." I was like, "I know, thanks to Jason, man."
Listen, Chris, I mean, we're a couple of yappers, all right? We yap. It's just how it is.
And they keep throwing names out that I have no idea who they are.
We're talking autographs. I could talk autographs all night.
Hey, I've got a pop missing right here.
Oh, Gandalf?
That's going to get signed.
Oh, was that a secret?
Oh,
no,
man.
Not a secret.
Whoops. I can't wait for that.
I'm getting one signed, too. Secret's out.
Months. People will forget.
Yeah, true.
They'll forget.
Yeah, because that won't be done till the end of August or end of June.
Yeah.
I don't even know really who to send stuff to. I'm gonna have to get with y'all and figure that out.
I've had many of experiences, so just let me know who you're thinking of, because I'll probably tell you they're good. And if I don't, we'll see.
Yeah,
I've dealt with most of them.
Yeah, I've only used a few. I mean, obviously, well, for send-ins, I've only used GalaxyCon and just a couple like smaller companies, but never had a bad experience. I mean, well, I say that, but I sent out a Nightmare on Elm Street poster last year, and I still have not gotten it. So
The signing, I mean, it depends. I don't know the context of it, but it depends on who it is and if the signing has even taken place and stuff like that. Because I've had a pop out for about 2 years.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
2
it's
years?
going. It's I think 2 years this year. It's Winona Ryder. So
whoa,
wait,
2 years though.
Yeah, I think it's about 1.5 years now.
Dang.
They just, I mean, scheduling. Like it can be a pain. So I get it. I'm sure.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm
busy.
sympathetic for the
Yeah.
like this. The guy that I'm using, he's part of he has a consignment company in Iowa, believe it or not, called Nightmare Authentics, and he was recommended. I asked because he was going to meet Robert Englund, who I've met Robert Englund before, but I wanted a post because I got a steelbook signed by him the first time I met him, and it looks good, but I wanted like a poster and I had a poster that was signed by Heather Langenkamp already. So I sent it. I had CSS Collectibles send it to him because he went to a con in Denver that Robert was at. And then I guess, I don't know if he even got, he said he knows the guy who handles Robert. So he's like doing a private signing coming up here. But that, I don't know. I keep getting different stories. And then he said his dad's health and all that. So I'm like, all right, dude, as long as I get it, I mean, if I don't get it by the end of the summer, like we're gonna have some, because that'll be almost a year. I'm gonna be like, bro, please send it back just so I know, or just refund me what I sent. I mean,
right,
send me the whatever $200 or whatever for that'll cover both autographs. So
yeah, out of all the send-ins I've done, which is a ton at this point, I've only had one cancel. And it was Carl Urban. So I still don't have that one. But I do need it on Billy Butcher at some point.
Billy,
yeah. At some point, I was trying to get all the boys, but they keep releasing more. All right, go ahead. Sorry,
Jeremy. Have you lost weight?
I'm trying to.
You're doing a better shot than I am.
I did trim my beard.
You're giving it all to me.
Maybe that's what it is.
Hey, I don't really care who it goes to. I'm just trying to fit back into my clothes again because I don't want to buy new clothes.
A whole new wardrobe.
Amen.
It's a whole new world.
Well, tomorrow will
buy
be
this Terrifier shirt.
I do like that shirt. That's a
tomorrow
cool
will be 1 week of not smoking.
Oh,
Hell
good
yeah.
job, Brian.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Keep it up.
yeah, that's hard.
Try to keep it up.
Man, this first couple of days were tough.
Oh, I bet.
I feel like I was going to throw up for 4 days in a row. It was not fun.
Sometimes I feel like that and I don't even smoke.
I told you just do drugs, but whatever. You don't listen to me.
No.
Hey, everyone has like a vice, like you gotta.
I'm the
find
bad
something else
guy.
to
I
get
do
addicted
drugs.
to.
Whatever. Where's the cop in the chat? Where is he?
Well, I figured I've been doing it for 35 years. It was time to stop.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of people think that when they get a little bit older, they're like, maybe, or you just go further into it, like my grandma did. she quit for a little while, and then she was just like, you know what? Yeah, whatever.
I don't need
And then she was put on oxygen and had to stop.
Yeah, I don't want to go down that route. That's why I'm.
Man, she's a dumb old broad. She's
That's
dead.
why I'm quitting now.
R.I.P. Grandma, love you.
Love you, Grandma.
Love you, Grandma. You're dead as shit.
Man, all my grandmas lived they're like crazy old. Like
They still kicking around?
both my great grandmas lived to, one was 99 and one was 102.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
She
so
drank
old.
a Dr. Pepper every day. And she died in her house. Like she was not in a home or nothing. She just, I don't know. I don't want to live to be 100.
No, that sounds terrible. That sounds awful. Like, I feel like past 85, everything stops working.
Yeah.
That's
Sometimes things stop working when you're hitting 50.
Yeah, I guess some things. But
Just
once you
got
hit
some
85,
wires
I think it's
crossed.
just downhill.
They make a lot of medication to help with certain things, though.
That's true. I mean,
I'm
nowadays,
talking about just
modern
things
medicine.
hurting in general, like getting out of bed in the morning and you're just hurting from the day before.
They make medication for that.
I'm telling you, drugs, painkillers. Let's do it.
It reminds me of we just watched The Martian again, and it's funny because Matt Damon has a line where he says he's dipping his baked potato in a crushed Vicodin.
That sounds
He ran
awesome.
out of ketchup.
I was given Vicodin for my when I broke my leg, and when I got my wisdom teeth. Actually, I got Percocet and Vicodin, one for each one, and I couldn't take them because I know that I would want more of them. This sounds bad. I would get addicted to pills, everybody. I didn't, but I could have. I totally could have. Like, it sounds awesome. Like, it sounds so cool. But I won't do it. But it sounds great. But I don't do it. I won't do it. That's why I didn't. Addictive personality, clearly.
Yeah, look at
This is what I get for not doing drugs. I would have no money to do all this if I just started doing drugs.
I've never been prescribed more than 600 milligram Motrin.
Jake,
Which
is there
is just
a cat
ibuprofen.
behind you?
Is what?
Is your cat behind you?
No, it's a flopping bag.
I'll keep-
A bag in the wind.
That's a
I just
bad.
kept seeing
just
something
a bag
moving
in the
around
wind.
back there. I'm like, what is that?
I got my fan on, so it's just blowing a bag.
Okay.
Oh, it's a mess. No one should ever see behind me. It's a horrible, horrible mess.
Addictive.
I don't want to. I don't
Hey,
want to get
what's
addicted
going
to
on,
those things.
Tank?
Hey, Tank. What's going on, bud?
Oh, I found
Oh,
something.
I saw Trent snuck in here too. So bless.
He
Yeah.
has snuck in and out a couple times.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the chat, but it's not
Found that for Tank too.
I had
I
to
don't
bring
know
it
if he
up.
has one.
I have a Pokemon card too. Look at this.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know. It was just on my
Okay.
desk.
I've just been collecting my balls. I've been getting so many balls.
It's an interesting thing to collect.
Yeah, you know.
I have an Avengers Hulk card. Does that count for anything?
Yeah. I don't really have. I don't think I have any cards near me.
My shows are fun.
All my Pokemans are.
I need to clean this drawer out. That's terrible.
I have this binder.
Ooh, I like that. I think that's the same brand, maybe, as the one my Voltorb one that I got.
I got it.
Is
on
that a
Amazon.
zipper? Is it a zipper close?
I
Yeah.
do have a Pokemon
Yeah.
card.
Hey, it's
Nice.
Charizard. Everyone's favorite that nobody buys for some reason.
I think I won that in
Yeah,
the giveaway.
isn't that
from
weird?
Jeremy.
Charizard is like one of the most popular Pokemon, and I never get asked for Charizards on whatnot. Ever.
That is kind of odd.
What did I say? I don't know. Chris says I'm getting canceled again. I don't know.
I thought we already
Probably-
were.
Probably just
how
the-
many times can we get canceled? Let's find out. No, I'm not.
Probably just the pills. It's fine.
Ah,
Just the
I
pills.
said not to do it. If anything, I'm a good advertisement for Dare. Hey, I took that pledge. I didn't follow.
Kids. Today's special guest is Jake.
I can't be one of them officers. I'd be lying.
What was their-
I did.
was
I
it-
did do Dare, and like when I was young. Oh, the balls. Yeah,
Wasn't that their mascot, a lion?
talked about balls.
Dare?
I think it was.
Because I won when I was a
forgot
little
to talk
kid. They would come to our school, and I think this was like second grade, and we had this big assembly, and they did a raffle drawing for a Dare lion, like a plush lion with a Dare
Mhm.
T-shirt on,
Yeah,
And
it was a lion.
and I won it. It was really cool.
I
don't
thought
know
the
where-
mascot was
I don't know where it is, but
Was it what?
a state trooper.
Both. It's a lion state trooper.
There was always a state trooper at every Dare meeting.
Yeah, well, yeah, and you're supposed to
Yeah.
take some kind of oath. You're supposed to take an oath that you won't do drugs, and I did. And up until I was 18, I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'm keeping my Dare going." And then I didn't.
But is marijuana really a drug?
True, good point.
especially in this day. and age.
Doesn't count.
Anyways, that's a different channel.
There's a clothing company that has a really cool play on a Dare T-shirt, and it's Daredevil, but it's like done in like the red and the yellow lettering, and I've always wanted to buy. I can't remember what the company is, but
So Bless says yes. So we smoking the devil's lettuce.
Well, technically, caffeine is a drug, so
True.
Yeah.
It's true.
I
True.
tried to do that. I tried to use it on my boss once. I sent him a screenshot of the Google search that caffeine was a drug, so I had to go home because I was on drugs.
Yeah, I wish I could use that. I would use it every day.
too
I
much.
don't do a ton of caffeine though. I used to. I worked overnight, so I had to.
So.
I did
Overnight
have
will really do
I
it.
did have a question for tonight about
Ooh.
new releases coming out.
Yeah.
And so this is not just Funko, but this is just all toys in general. Do you think that they should be, with movies coming out and stuff like that, do you think they should wait to show like the Fantastic Four, for example? Nobody knew what some of them looked like until after they showed the pops, and it's kind of spoiling things. Do you think toys should just wait and not spoil stuff before the movies come out?
I think it's tough because some of the stuff is so far in advance. Like that happens a lot, especially with the comic book like live action movies.
I know Mattel's real bad at it too.
Well, Fantastic Four, yeah, the Funkos just got in trouble because the Mrs. Fantastic, or one of the pops had an extra character with it, and so now everyone's like, "Oh, son of
a baby."
Yeah, it's a baby. So now everyone's like, "Oh, their kids in the movie. That's cool."
Yeah, but I mean, in the trailer though, she was pregnant. So like,
yeah, I mean, they might. It might be part
implied.
Well, and to be fair, honestly, like even if it is a spoiler, like I mean, we don't know what they're obviously gonna like time travel or something. I mean, if they're gonna be in Avengers Doomsday, this whole timeline thing's it's about to get bonkers because they got to figure out the whole Tony Stark thing, what that's gonna do, and then they're gonna do the Fantastic Fours. And what are they in, the 60s or 70s in the movie?
The 50s, I think,
or 50s, yeah. So like obviously they're gonna time travel probably at the end of the movie, and then somehow get to where we are now in the Avengers. So I don't know. There was a couple of toy lines that ruined. Forget what they were. I think the Batman ruined something with their.
The movie. The movie.
Oh, it was Agatha too.
Yeah.
The movie was
Agatha.
bad, so it ruined it.
Yeah. Was it Agatha? That was the reason Diss Trackers got in trouble. Right?
Yeah.
Which is so silly, but
yeah, because it was the kids. It was the kids that were the problem, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is upsetting. Like if you are one of those people who just like die hard, like don't want to know anything, but then there's also the, it is what it is. I don't think we as fans have control because like I said, a lot of these lines they have knowledge of in advance, so they have to start working on them about a year in advance just to get them going. And someone's not going to remember like unless they're really paying attention. So there's so much that comes out too. I mean, especially Funko. Like my God, this year alone, every week we got 10 new lines that are getting out. I'm like, bro, you guys got to calm down because people are trying to catch up. I know some of them are great, and
some of the cartoon ones this year have blown my socks off. Let's say my socks off.
Yeah, that. Blown my socks off.
Right off. Gone.
Yes, very true, Anthony.
Anthony's right.
The movie.
I will say I'm very over this whole time travel Marvel thing. Like I'm over it.
It's almost over.
Well, it's just getting like. I mean, it was already crazy with Endgame. Like they did a good job, but like it's still there's just so much stuff going. Like, can you guys just now that we're back to like level? I think what it is they're right now they're grasping because their last whatever movies that have come out haven't done very well. Well, for Marvel standards, like they've
Well-
done okay for movies, but like not for their standards. So
I think
now they're
Thunderbolt
like,
is doing well. I don't.
yeah,
know.
now they're like, well,
Yeah.
what do we need to do? I guess let's go get all the oldies. So let's get Chris and Chris.
Well,
and
Thunderbolts.
Robert.
Thunderbolts is fantastic. I thought. I really
No,
enjoyed it.
I know it got great reviews and stuff. I can't wait to see it, and it did okay at the box office. But like, even that, like for Marvel
Compared to like
standards, it's
Endgame,
not-
but like I feel like
yeah.
it's tough to compare to Endgame.
Well, I don't think you'll never have another Endgame or
No,
or,
Doomsday. Doomsday might come close.
yeah.
Well,
and then if
not
they
only
get
Doomsday, but then you got
Secret
And
Wars,
Secret Wars.
Secret Wars,
yeah,
and that's supposed to be the last of the multiverse stuff.
Yeah, and they just pushed both of them back.
Mhm.
yeah, they Doomsday is now coming out the same day as the third Dune movie.
Oh,
So they pushed it
God.
back to December.
It's
Yeah,
a week after my
December of
birthday.
next year.
so.
that'll be an expensive week.
Yeah, well,
Those two are gonna make a lot of money.
yeah, everyone's trying to copy the Oppenheimer Barbie. Yeah, the Barbenheimer weekend, and like, I mean, this weekend, I have a really nice theater next to my house that we go to called the Warren. I drove by on the way back from GalaxyCon, and all this whole since yesterday and Thursday night. Hey,
Taylor.
Hey, everybody.
how are you?
Yo,
I'm good. My family's over, so that's why I'm not on. But wanted
That's
to,
okay.
wanted
Family
to pop
time's
in and
important.
say hey.
You were just popping in.
don't worry,
Yeah,
they
just
have
popping
me.
in.
Yeah, just popping in.
Cool.
I can't take you seriously in that hat.
What are you talking about?
I
What hat?
love it.
What hat?
I just have a really small head.
Oh, is it like a John Cena thing? We don't see it.
No,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
really small.
He's got one of those Bob from
Oh,
Beetlejuice.
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, he's got
My-
Bob from
my
Beetlejuice
bad.
hats.
No, it's a regular size hat. Jake just lost a lot of
Yeah,
weight.
Yeah.
it is just-
Yeah,
No.
just,
A lot of
I just
head
got a
weight.
really tiny head.
A lot of head weight.
That's what I tell all the celebrities that make a comment on it. I'm just like, what? What do you mean? I just have a really small head. They think it's funny. No room for you with my big head. Yeah, that's true, Mama J. That's
Mama
very-
J.
And it's just getting bigger, you know. The more things that happen, the bigger it gets.
Yeah.
What an ego on me.
The
I'm
more
the
times
worst.
you get canceled, the bigger your head gets.
Blocked, canceled. That's me.
They call me. They don't call me Jake for nothing.
They call me a space cowboy. That's what they do. I don't know. People just love me. People love me.
He's going to change his nickname to Yeet.
No, God. I'm not anti-Semitic.
Amazing. Listen.
Not yet. You never know what'll come up.
Mace Windu.
Oh, hiding Fabio under the hat would be cool. Imagine I was popping up tiny Fabio.
Man, that would be awesome.
I feel like one time everyone that has like a alternative person or an alternate personality or whatever should come on as them. So Brian should dress up as Brianna, and then Jake should do Fabio.
Oh, God. Fabio let himself go.
I haven't even
I'll-
seen him
I'll
in
just
the
put
news
the
or
cardboard
anything.
cutout. I'll just put the cardboard cutout in front of the camera and leave. He's not going to be much of a talker, but he'll be here.
It'd be funny.
All right, Mike is throwing.
I'll come in dressed as a goose. Bye. Bye, Tay.
Paper goose.
I'll just come in with like a big bill.
Just,
I don't know
just
what
make you,
I'll do.
make
You
you,
can
a
do
goose
Poopa
out of paper mache.
Yeah. No, I
And
can't.
you have the
stand
logos.
you.
I made them.
I know. Yeah, I haven't ordered anything new in quite some time, but
Same.
I'm a sticker slut, so I order them like every day.
Man,
well,
I haven't
I
got one
also I was really only like putting them in my like Mercari orders and stuff, and I don't sell very much on there.
Well, mine are all Pokemon related now because that's the only thing I sell.
Yeah.
No one buys Pops from me anymore. They just buy Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
It's a
Now I
crazy
can't
life.
sell either.
That's yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm waiting for the ball to drop on that one.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've had it be okay so far, but I'm waiting for that ball to drop. It's
No,
usually
we
the
had a
same
pretty-
people, so once they're done spending money, I'm screwed.
We had a pretty good whatnot show last time, but I mean, I don't
The
know.
problem with Pops for me is I just don't have the motivation to set it all up like for nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have stuff I want to get rid of. I have stuff I want to sell, but some lovely person online asking me $50 on a Xenomorph NFT. I want to scream.
I'll give you 60.
That's more reasonable than what they said. It sells for 70.
You know,
I haven't
and
listed under that.
I said this on Whatnot, but I kind of stopped myself so I didn't get canceled there.
Hey, that's not a cheap pop though.
But I do not like how they've changed Whatnot.
Mm.
You know, you used to could do a giveaway and you'd get 20 to 40 people in there, and now you do a giveaway and there's maybe one or two.
You do a giveaway now, and it's just Anthony.
I know.
And he always wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed
See,
that.
I get around that by
last-
not doing them.
Yeah, I don't do them anymore.
I haven't really.
I had three people in my giveaways. Everyone, it was 3 people, all the same people. They didn't bring anything in. You got to do the promotions now. You got to pay to promote your show.
That's crazy.
How much is it? You know,
Too much.
You can pay a different amount for however many minutes you want it promoted. But Whatnot wants you to do that because that's all straight profit for them.
Yeah.
so that's basically
Sacks
like
of dog
us.
garbage is what they are.
That's basically like us tipping them.
Yeah,
I
pretty much.
hate them. I've hated Whatnot for so long, but it's making me money right now, so I can't talk that much crap. But I hate them. I've hated them for a while.
I just really haven't been on a lot of Whatnot. I like sometimes when people, like all of our friends in the community, have shows, like I'm still doing lessons with my son or I'm running errands, so like it's just the time of day or time of night. And our house has just been mass chaos. My son's room's finally all fixed up and he's back in there as of 2 days ago. So hopefully now that that's done, we'll start to get back on track. But
Yeah.
it's just
So,
been
in other words, so from now on, we're just going to send all the Gokus to Anthony. And
I'm Goku-less right now, I think.
I
Mama
have a
J
Goku.
said, but does promoting really help? And
I don't
don't
even
think it does. If you're a
I've never done
smaller
it.
person, if you're a
I've never done
smaller
it.
I
seller, I
promoted
don't
my
think it
show
does.
once, and I got 4 new buyers from it, but because it tells you when they joined from a promoted show.
Oh, really?
Like
I
it
didn't know.
says this person joined from a promoted show.
Mm.
So, but I mean, it just depends on if they buy. Like if they buy, then yeah, you can make your money back. But if people pop in and then they don't need what you're selling, then yeah, it's tough.
Wow.
to get.
Yeah, I know Gus. He said he didn't get anybody.
Yeah.
He paid $15. Well, and Gus. I know he's a little bit newer to Whatnot, but like it'll take some time. But yeah,
Yeah, but
I
still,
mean-
that's when it should be easiest to grow, in my opinion. That's when I grew the
True.
is
Yeah.
when I first started out. That's when I grew the most. Obviously, now with the Pokemon, it's been going well. But like when I was just doing pops. When I started, I was doing, and granted, this was a while ago when there were a lot less people on the platform. But when
Yeah.
I started, I was doing like over $1,000 a show, like easy.
Right.
And obviously, like I said, a lot less people back when I started. But it should be easy. Like if you're a new seller, it should be easy to at least get a decent following. But like, it's not.
I think
It's
that
so crowded now.
the way that they promote shows should be time based. So if you're just starting your stream, you should be at the top of the page, and then as you stream longer, you should drift
Mhm.
further down.
Well, yeah, but then there's people who pay to be at the top of the people who pay to be at the top of the
Or
stream.
the people that bring it, the people
Yeah.
that
I mean, you
The-
got
the
people
money.
on there that. I mean, look at like Savage and those guys. They can bring in thousands, and
That one I get. I mean, there's some people I definitely understand. I mean, I do, but yeah, it sucks seeing someone all the way at the bottom with like 2 followers or like two viewers or whatever. I'm like, that's sad.
yeah.
And usually it's me. I'm
Or
that
maybe
guy.
they should do filters where you can filter how many viewers
Yeah.
the show has. So like you could filter and have less than 100 or less than 10 or whatever.
It's just too congested. It sucks. I used to like Whatnot a lot because it was a legitimate way to make decent money, whilst not being like a crazy reseller. Like you could just, if you wanted to sell a few here and there, it was easy. But it's impossible. It's impossible. Not okay. I guess it's not impossible. Like if you keep up with it, it's possible, but it's a lot harder than it was. I can attest to it. When I did it, it was not that difficult. And now, if I were to put on a pop show, I would go for an hour plus and then switch to Pokemon because that's where the money is.
Yeah, it's hard.
Sucks.
It's weird to me because I've been doing this for I've been Whatnot for a year, almost a year and a half.
Sir Bath, true.
And I feel like I made more money 6 months ago on there than I made now. But now I have better pops. But I still made more then. Because, now I'm doing all these. I mean, I've got 8 mystery boxes I've ordered.
Well, that's why I stopped doing mystery boxes, because I can't sell anything from them.
Yeah. But,
TikTok, really?
Two of the Pop King Collins. Two of the Pop King Collins that I just opened, every single pop in both of those boxes were keepers. I've never had keepers like that in the mystery box. And 2 of them, I had a keeper for every single one of them. Never done that before.
Yeah, Jake, you should check that TikTok. I don't get on TikTok as much as I should.
I try not to.
Oh, that's cool.
I post things. I've never watched anything.
What Trent was saying though, like when I do check like the stuff my friends send me, when I'm going through there, just for like 5 minutes, like every 5 videos is like somebody selling pops. It's just crazy. It's weird how they do it, but that's a good one.
Get that one signed.
But yeah, it's I just don't get on as much. But yeah, like going back to what Travis said, yeah, most platforms are just crap. Well,
it's horrid.
People's so-called like deals that they're trying to get with you are like they're so bad. Like,
trust me, you guys in the chat see everything that I get.
I've been trying to sell a hot toy, like an Iron Man Hot Toys figure, and just the people that sent. I mean, I have it listed on everything: eBay, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace, just to see if someone will get it. And I know it's not going to sell for the retail from Sideshow at like $335, but I'm like, I still think I'm giving people a really good deal. And a couple people just keep messaging me, and they're like, "Yeah, but once you take it out of the box," I'm like, "Yeah, but I took
my problem.
I took it out one time, and I just to take pictures so I could post it on here."
You know what I say about that? That's a crock of poo.
Yeah.
Because it's a statue. It's made to display.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of statues, and nobody would ever complain about a resale. Like if anything, the resale value goes up because they're limited pieces. Like the statues I have, like my Dragonite statue, I paid like $400, I think, for it, and it easily sells for almost $1,000 on sites. Like it's not.
No, people just like I keep getting the same girl. She lives it's on Facebook Marketplace, the one that's messaging me, and so she's local, but like she's trying to ask for like her what she wants me to sell it to her for. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, it doesn't lose that much. Even if that was true, what you're saying, it doesn't lose, almost $200 of its value. Like, get out of here with that. And she's like, okay, well, just let me know if you ever change your mind. I'm like, I'm not selling it to you for that price. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, I already have it like $100 off. So like, take it. It's a good deal. And I'll be happy if it sells at that. So.
And that doesn't even have anything to do with like fees or anything. There's a lot of people on like Mercari and Whatnot or whatever. They're like, hey, you take $20 for this $70 pop. And I'm like, no, because I'm already losing a bunch of money on this stupid fees these dumb places are charging. Yeah. So like you can pay what I need to make some money. But no, man. Ugh, God, people just don't get it. People are so dumb.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I know like times are tough and stuff. So people are just asking to ask, but like there's a difference between like making a good deal and like totally just ripping someone out. Like you basically at that point are giving it away. I mean, I had a guy one time. It wasn't a collectible, but I had a hat. I just had a regular hat. I think it was like a sports hat or something.
Not a big hat.
No, not. And I mean, I got it as like a gift years ago, and it just was collecting dust. So I put it on there. I had it. I think I started it at like $10 because that's what they were kind of going for on eBay. So I already knew I wasn't going to make very much on it, and then I had it all the way down to like $4. So with the fee from Mercari, and I would have got like maybe $1. And
yeah,
so
see, I'm stubborn. I just won't do it.
Yeah, this guy sent me a straight offer. He was like, "Hey, will you sell it to me for $1?" And I was like, "Oh, do you want me to just send it to you for free then? Because that's basically what I'm doing at this point." And he was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "I'm not gonna sell it for $1. Then I don't make that. I probably would get negative. I wouldn't even make any money on that."
You might as well just
negative. I've had negative before on Whatnot.
That's great. Well, for giveaways, right?
No, for purchases, yeah. Like I sold
That's
a pop
crazy
for like $3, and then I checked the fees, and it was a negative.
What?
Jeez.
That shouldn't be allowed.
It was a negative like $2. I was like,
Oh,
"What?"
yeah, probably for like shipping.
I've done that. I've sold a pop for $1, and I'd be like negative.
What in the world? Why? Stop doing this. Stop doing this to yourselves.
That's why I don't sell anything for like I won't sell a pop for less than $5.
No way. Not a chance. I sold one for $1 one time, and I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
Ever.
Trent has that's a funny one. He said, my favorite is, well, shipping should be taken off the cost.
You guys always see in the chat like what I go through. Like
Yeah,
what I
weird
dumbasses I gotta deal with. My least favorite question is, what's your best price, or what's the lowest you'll go? And then I'll ask them, what's the highest you'll pay, idiot? Sometimes people answer. Sometimes people think I'm a dick. They're both right. Like, that's my favorite thing. I'm like, what are you gonna pay? Like, how much is what's your high?
Yeah, Gus, hang in there, bud. I know you're pretty new to Whatnot, but I mean, it just takes time. Like all the big Whatnot people, like Savage, obviously had to spend and like, but now
he worked his ass off. I can't even say anything bad about Savage.
Yeah, now he's at a point. I mean, that dude he does better than most people do on any platform. So.
And he's been there since the beginning, pretty much.
Yeah, a lot of the big sellers started when Whatnot first started too. So
yeah,
Gus. I mean, what I can really say just keep going, like keep trying. Yeah. Sell pops. Here's the thing: sell pops for what you want to make on them. Don't be pressured into selling pops for $1 or $5 or whatever, just to like get eyes. Like, don't do that. Sell pops for what you want to sell it for. And if they don't sell, they don't sell. But you can't be going into it not like you're there to somehow make some money. Like that's what you want to do. So don't just sell stuff to sell stuff to think that that'll be what grows. You know, it's not worth it. Just make that money.
Try like different times a day. I know a lot of you guys have done that before. Try like a different part of the week.
You got to crack into the algorithm somehow.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, you guys all have a lot of experience, and like you all host really well. Like it's very smooth. And Gus, I know he has a nice presentation. So like, just hang in there, Gus. You'll get it, man. It just takes a lot of. I only have done a few shows, and it's only because I just never sit and just list stuff. Like I'm so bad about. Because for 5 months now, I've been like, man, I should just put a couple of shows together real quick just to get rid of some stuff. And I'm like, I already know it's not going to sell. So
if I had a dedicated setup, I would definitely do it a lot more. But I have so little room because I'm still at home. I want to go, I want to leave, but I can't because broke and the houses are $600,000 that I don't have. So I don't have. I'm limited. I'm limited in my space. But if I had like a space to do it, I could do shows. It's just having to set them all up all the time now is a nightmare. It's horrible. So
you have to sell all of your autographs so you can buy you a house.
No. I can't. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Like, that's the problem right now. I want to sell a bunch of stuff. I have a bunch of stuff I want to sell. I can't. They're listed everywhere they could be listed. Nobody's buying them. Or they want to buy them for $6 and it's like a $25,000 pop. These idiots. I hate the internet. I hate these people. Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, God. I have such a low tolerance for stupid.
Well, yeah, it's just so like a lot of that these people, you can't tell if they're messing with you on purpose or they like are really that
Dumb.
in common sense. Like,
You're dumb.
Or have a $3 pre-bid and then payment pending.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Mama J
Yeah.
wants you to do a show with Fabio.
So I totally would. And I started doing my shows out in the garage, but the internet is such ass out there that I just can't do it. Like I tried multiple times. I've tried running shows. Like that's a perfect space for me to do shows, but the internet is dog water, so I can't do it. Trust me, I would love to, but
You know, I've done a couple of the shows with the other toys out in the garage, and I had another one planned for this Saturday, but there's been multiple snakes in my garage in the past couple
yes,
weeks.
there have.
What if you
So,
sell the snakes?
I am not.
Just drop them in someone's box that you don't like.
Yeah.
I am not. Doing
Put it in
anything
Anthony's
like
box.
that
It's
for a
the
while.
giveaway win.
I got an idea where you can send them.
Plus, Texas likes snakes.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's a lot of snakes in Texas.
Send it to Harrison Ford. He hates snakes.
I know where I was going with it, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Is that a
Gus,
threat?
don't give up. Like I said, I've been doing it for a year and a half, and you know it takes a little bit, but they'll come if you build it. They will come.
Well, and
Yeah. Oh yeah.
also, Gus, what I was gonna say is, just start. I know he does go in a lot of people's whatnot streams, but just watch a bunch of, even if they're like they don't have that many people, just watch people's shows because then you'll kind of get an idea of like what you want to try out or what not necessarily copying what they do, but like kind of how people present their shows and.
It's too warm for Fabio right now, Mama J.
Yeah.
It's too
You can
warm.
also
Too
raid
warm.
people.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm really bad about that. Like I'm just like, okay, let's end it, and then I just drop it.
Even if
But
I have
a lot of
two
times-
people in my shows, I will raid just to get the eyes.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Every time.
Well, Jeremy,
And it works.
Jeremy's not really bad at rating. He just like by the time his show ends, like nobody, there's
Yeah,
nobody
usually it's-
really. Yeah, Jeremy's
Ryan's
like, who
already
should I
3 hours into
raid?
It's way easier for Pokemon, that's for sure.
Who should
There's so
I
many people.
raid? And then Jeremy's like, I don't know any of these people. So
Yeah, or I'm
Well,
blocked. One of
Yeah, I try to just raid who has the or you're blocked. Yeah, same. I try to just raid who has the highest number of viewers because I'm scum.
Yeah, well,
And
no,
just-
normally then they're like, oh, go follow this guy.
Yeah, and it works sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Even if
there's
there's,
people
like,
there's people that have rated before that didn't have many people in there, and they ended up being a subscriber on my YouTube channel.
oh wow.
So I mean,
I'm always surprised when people from YouTube come over to the Whatnot shows. I'm like, oh, cool. You're here for two things. You just like me. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy.
Or when they say they love your YouTube videos.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why?
yeah, I got a message on Whatnot day for yesterday that somebody loved my YouTube channels and or videos. And then they sent me a link that they had started selling stuff on Whatnot. So I went in there and bought something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I try to promote it, but like especially in the Pokemon shows, I barely promote it. I try to promote it when people like ask about it or whatever, but it's become such a like separate thing for me between Whatnot and just because they're different types of things. Like I don't do Pokemon content on my YouTube channel, like not yet, at least. You never know. I mean, I guess I stream sometimes, but I didn't stream the 3 boxes I opened today just because I wanted to, have fun. But yeah, it's just completely different. Like, I don't know. I just don't talk about it a lot. Also, I don't do a lot anymore. It's just fact.
Yeah.
Speaking of something. Jeremy, what made you decide to do your shorts so late at night here lately?
He's got kids.
If you want the honest answer, I think I've just been really lazy. I've
I get
just
that.
been feeling really burned out. And
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with like other things. If you know, like it has nothing to do with stuff that's been going on. We've been trying really hard to do stuff around the house, and it's been nice out, so we've been outside more. And I just it's not that I'm not interested anymore. The interests have shifted. Like where I still like Funko Pops and I still love doing YouTube and stuff, but we've just been so occupied with other stuff that I'm like, oh shoot, I don't have a short recorded or whatever. And I mean, like today, I don't have one. I got to record one still. I feel burned out of the daily videos. It's hard.
It's crazy that you could even do it daily. Boy. Yeah. I can't.
I've kind
Taylor
of
yells
slowed
at me
down.
all the time.
I've kind of slowed down on my shorts a little bit because I just did the letter Q, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do after the alphabet's over with. So I'm kind of.
Did you do Qbert?
I gave up on the alphabet.
I did Q. R's next. So
I don't think I finished the alphabet when I was doing that.
I'm finishing.
But I've just like sometimes when I'm feeling extra lazy, I'll just post a Pokemon Pocket hit. Like I don't know. It's not that I don't want to do it anymore. It's just we've just had so much stuff going on.
Well, I mean, you probably run out of ideas too. Like,
And yeah,
I'm sure it's hard to come up with something every day.
Yeah, we're not buying anything right now.
Right.
Like we're trying to be really good.
It's either autographs or video games for me.
Jay,
Or Pokemon.
Mama J said she did daily full videos forever. Yeah.
Yep.
That I mean, because I was doing when I first started, I was doing 3 longs and
I did 3 a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then I started doing 3 shorts, 2 longs, and now I'm doing 2 shorts, 1 long, maybe a second one throughout the week.
People are lucky if I post once a month, if that. Now.
That's kind of where we're at with long form. Is if we have something to record, then we're going to do it, but we're not going to have a schedule anymore because it's too. I'll still do shorts, but we're not buying pops right now. We're just. I mean, Ian McKellen is like the only thing that we really have planned.
Yep. And I have the Ed Asner video to put out, but I need to edit it still. I just haven't done it. And I could at any moment. Maybe I'll do it this weekend. I don't know. Maybe. But
we just have a lot of we have house projects we want to do, and I'd rather. I mean, I don't want to promote the house projects because that's not who I am.
Hey, fix that roof, bud.
Yeah. But I'd rather have a nice flower bed than I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. Like to me, it makes sense.
No, I get it. I get what you're saying.
Like,
run some more
Whatnot house, and I want to fix it up, and I'd rather do that.
It's starting to become a
chore.
I don't know. Even if you notice some of the bigger channels, I mean, life happens, and Poppin Duo, they didn't do a video for over a week because they had a death in the family, and it's life just takes over.
Yeah.
And now that I'm 50 or getting ready to be 50 this year, I'm trying to eat healthier. I've been eating more salads and stuff like that. I'm trying to drink less soft drinks and stuff like that. Quit smoking because I want to be healthy and happy, and that's kind of my main focus now is focusing on me. So the videos will come and whatever will come, whatnot shows will come, but I think I've got another whatnot stream next week, and I'm going to take a month or so break and just enjoy life,
Yeah.
That's what I told Taylor. Like, we were putting YouTube before everything else. Like we had to record, we had to do this, we had to do that. I stopped exercising because I didn't have time because we were doing YouTube, and I told her, I was like, we're done doing that. We are priority first, and then if we have time, then we'll do a YouTube video. Like
Absolutely.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this is a hobby for most people.
Yeah.
It's not a business like it is for some, or some try to make it a business. But at the end of the day, most of us, we're just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
And trust me, it takes a lot of subscribers to live off of it, because we have a decent amount of subscribers, and I can tell you to be fully transparent, we make about $120 every 2 months.
Yeah,
it's not bad though still, but as a hobby,
I'm not complaining, but it takes a lot of subscribers to, and I don't think people realize that, it's a lot of subs to have a livable income.
And I mean, one video performs badly and you're toast.
Yep. No, for Robert Frog Pop Fanatic, he has mentioned to me a few times or said it in videos, but once this becomes, a job, it's not fun anymore. So it's I never had any intentions to do much of anything. I became a stay-at-home dad. I had a lot of interests like everyone else in the community did. And I was happy if I even had it, 10 people watch my video. So now that I'm at about 420, I think 423 subscribers now. But that's after 2 years. So that's a long time. It's 2 years of just putting out, I put out almost, I think I'm at 170 something videos total.
No, I don't even know.
But it's just fun. I knew in the beginning, I was like, I'm not going to make money on that, because I know how many subscribers and watches you have to get to even just make, a part-time number of money. So
Mama J said it best: fun and interaction. That's why a lot of people started it. And I mean, the people, the community has been the best part of this whole thing in general. Most of it, most of the community has been the best part of this whole thing. There are definitely a few bad apples who are into hockey, but it could be anybody. But I've loved most of my interactions with most people. And canceled. Could be anybody.
Brother.
No, I've said that before. That's why we started.
I'm talking about Anthony.
Anthony,
that guy stinks.
Goaltender.
Does Texas even have a hockey team?
The Stars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I always forget about them.
Easy to.
Yeah. No, but I mean,
could be anybody.
Like what Jake said, though. Yeah, I mean, the community that's the best part. That's how that's how all of us met. That's how
I used to watch a lot of hockey.
There's just so many awesome people that are just. I mean, there's people that reach out to me, even not on YouTube or anything. They'll reach out because they trust me, and we're actual friends. It's once the community starts feeling that it's not some people treat theirs, it's just not fun anymore. You push people to the side that you thought cared about you, and I never want that community to, in any of my communities, to be like that. So
once it becomes not fun, then it's time to go. It's time to get out.
Well, and I'm sure Jake and Jeremy, for sure, I know you guys have probably your Pokemon communities, and then some of them are similar.
A couple people, I mean, not really though. It's a little different, because I feel like that's a lot broader of a spectrum. I talked to some people that have come in and out of the Whatnot chats, but generally not really. I'm not in any group chat. Well, I'm in one, but it's with Jeremy, so that barely counts.
It's me and Pop.
That's it. And I just show off my Voltorb collection. That's basically it. But that barely counts. But it's mostly I only talk to a few people here and there about that kind of stuff, and just because it is kind of separate, like church and state, they're separate. Yeah. I don't really, I'm not in that community. I don't think I'm in that community, which is weird, because I collect it, I sell it, but I don't feel like I'm in the Pokemon community like a ton. So I don't know.
Well, I find
It's a little
most of the Pokemon which it's not, they're great people, but I just find them like I
Fake
don't
as
have that
hell.
personality. I can't mesh
Yeah, they're
with
fake
that
as hell. I don't like them.
Like I don't have the
Most of them.
I can't do a box break on YouTube and be like, "Oh my gosh, check out this cool, let's go!" Like I can't.
Yeah, that's
can't
why
do
I
it.
just stream it and then I say
Yeah.
horrible swear words and say nasty things about people and the open fun shiny cardboard.
So I don't talk to anybody in the Pokemon community besides
No.
Jake and Jess and Leanne. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, a few people. I mean, I talk to a few people here and there, but
Yeah,
it's very limited. It's very
I
limited.
really can't. I really wish I had the last video I did of the who's mystery boxes, because
Could be
man,
anybody. Could be anybody.
I lost it. It was
Lost in the mail.
The company was similar to that one Rob Zombie movie, like 2003. The mystery box
What in the
There's an
world?
alarm going
had a
off.
similar
Run!
name to. Yeah, I got really mad and I deleted it for some stupid reason. I should have saved it.
I'm not good at faking enthusiasm. I'm pretty open on what I say about things. I don't know if you've noticed, but if I'm pretty bummed out about something, you're gonna hear about it. But also, I've pulled a top hit of something, or like close to a top hit of something, and been like, "Oh, cool, that's pretty sweet." But I'm not gonna be like, "Oh my god, like this is great." It's just not who I am. It's not who
That's
I am.
why I don't like getting gifts, because I feel like people expect.
They want that reaction. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't have. Shoot, Taylor got me the Millennium Falcon UCS Lego set for
Oh,
Father's Day,
nice.
and it was cool. But I don't get like, I don't freak out. I'm not like
Right. It's very tough for me to be like dumbfounded by something. If anything, I'll say nothing. Like if I'm really surprised, I'll say nothing. Which is I don't know, maybe that's a better reaction for some people, but it's not good for content.
It's all internal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have trouble feigning enthusiasm or showing enthusiasm to like a fake point. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure I'm excited. Yeah, I pulled a $700 pop. That's sick. I'm very happy about that. But like I'm not gonna freak out. Like I'm just gonna sell it on Mercari, and I did. Made a bunch of money.
That's why I think we're great, because we're all like, this is what you get. Like,
yeah,
you're not gonna get anything different.
No, I mean,
I don't like sugarcoating it. You know.
Yeah. Who was it in the chat that said something about authenticity? Well, maybe not that word, but that's what they meant. But yeah, I was. Anyway, yeah, being authentic is like very important. I mean, especially not just for videos purposes. Like, it's if you want to like build actual friendships and trust with people. Like you have to
pay for the Patreon.
You got to be yourself.
All right.
You don't have to you don't have to be,
I'm going to put mine. The link is in the description.
But yeah, I just was asking you guys if you were in like other communities, because I know that my horror community has been so important to me. Like I've probably got, I don't even know, at least 100 of my subscribers have all come from like just being in live chats with like the horror communities that I'm in. And they just promote people's channels all the time, and they're just so gracious to like. I don't tell them to do that. They don't get asked to do that. They just want to support people, and like that's kind of been my whole thing. How I met most of the people in the community is. Sorry, guys, my wife. She just got home she's an ER nurse. She just got home, and she. Even when I tell her I'm live, she doesn't realize. So.
I'd be excited to be home if I was an ER nurse too. So
true, but she's playing with my son, so like she has to be loud and energetic. But yeah, the horror community has just been so great, because I've met a lot of people that actually enjoy my content, people that I can actually talk to, and I'm just myself, and it got me to where I am. So I love that stuff. So I like. The people who you can tell the people that are fake and just put on a persona.
I kind of do a little. I don't know if you've noticed, but I would also do this in real life, and I do. So.
I can also, sorry, man. I can also understand doing it because of entertainment purposes. Like a lot of Pokemon card openers open up for children.
Yeah, true.
So like, you know, if you know that your viewership is a lot of kids,
You gotta
like, you're
ham it
gonna
up.
want it. Like, they're not gonna want. Oh, cool! Look at this.
Right,
Like,
right.
it's not gonna entertain a kid. Like,
I know
like,
my
Ian Hart,
audience
he
is a bunch of
opened a lot of
degenerates.
his are kids. Yeah.
So I
So-
have to too be a degenerate.
But that's why I will never be able to open Pokemon cards because I wouldn't. I just
You don't open
have-
them anyway.
I just open
You
them.
keep
at
them
home.
sealed, you freak. And then sometimes you sell them to me, and I pull Gengar.
I put my finger down. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna get that graded someday.
I do have some sealed. Well, yeah, it's sealed. See, I have sealed stuff.
Boo, boring, boring and lame. I did buy something that I'm keeping sealed just for fun because they were cheap. I'm not gonna. They're like the World Championship decks from last year. I'm just gonna keep them in the box. Like I have no reason to open them. There's nothing in them, but like
Yeah.
they're cool. And they're pink and shiny and like they got like they're Hawaiian themed, so it's cool.
They are. Some of those decks look really nice.
And some of them have good value down the line. So those ones I'm with you, just because there's nothing really to open in them.
Yeah. There's.
But-
Yeah, Mama J, I'm right there with you on the, you know, when you do it for content purposes and it doesn't do well. Like, I mean, some of my like ones that I work the hardest on
Passion
editing
projects,
and
man. Yeah.
making like shorts or whatever before them. And, like, I love making those ones, but they don't get anything. And then when I make a random
Yeah.
short, it gets, you know, a bunch, and I'm like,
Yep.
okay, well, I guess I know it's kind of hard to tell what people like and don't like, but
It really is.
figured
If you
out
don't
what
get
I
caught in
like.
the algorithm, you're done.
My
Go ahead,
Funko,
Jeremy.
my short about the Carl Pop, the pops with balls. That one went off. It has like 50,000 views. Like,
that's so
'Cause
cool.
balls.
people just
Yeah.
like
Balls. Yeah.
balls, I guess.
People love balls, man. Hey, I'm with them. Love them. They're great. I gotta watch what I say.
It's too late.
You're right.
It's too late
What
for
do I
that.
care?
Nah, it's
Cancel.
all,
Evelyn, I hope you're having a great weekend so far.
yeah. Hi, Evelyn.
Hello, Evelyn, and everybody else. I think
Yeah.
we got everyone, but
No, yeah, we appreciate you guys. You know, I know it's Memorial Day weekend and stuff, so I know a lot of you.
so you should be doing something more exciting than
Are
watching
busy.
us. But
Yeah, but it's cool. You guys all stop. I mean, we got a solid 14 people in here right now. That's good.
that's more views than my videos get. That's great. That's not true.
No, I know that's not true.
Sometimes it really
Yeah.
depends. I've had shorts. It's so crazy with the shorts because I've had shorts pop off on one platform and then get like 3 views on YouTube or whatever. And I'm like, how does this even happen? How does it get so few eyes on it that you get that few views?
Yeah.
That's sometimes it's impressively bad.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Or like, I'll post a short one day and it'll get like 500 views, and then I post one the next day, and it gets like 6,000 views, and I'm like,
I
what
was
the
thinking
heck?
just
Like,
6.
Or yeah, like, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense,
No, it's so hard to get picked up in the YouTube algorithm, especially.
especially with shorts.
It's too late. Yeah. Whatever. You can't cancel me. I'm uncancelable. You got nothing to cancel.
Yeah, that is weird how, especially doing the alphabet thing. I think it was like N, and I got 200 and some views, and like O had like 2.1, and I'm like, all I did was change the N and the O. The rest of the whole statement of everything else I said is completely the same.
Yeah.
I would be curious at the end of it all, like what the highest number letter would be. So we'll have to go back to that at some point.
It'd be
I'd
interesting.
have to go way back in YouTube Studio to see how many views mine did. That was a long time ago. That was probably when I was still really monotone.
Are you not anymore?
Well, I smile now. Like, that was the biggest tip. Someone left a comment once when I first started. They're like, "You should smile more."
What are you,
And I
a
was
girl
like,
at a
"You know
bar?
what? It actually helped me out a lot, because I did start smiling more on camera, and it was like, watching my first video is so cringy. Like,
Oh yeah, you can't go back.
yeah, like it's bad.
My first video, I had no sunglasses. Can you believe that? None.
can, yeah.
0. I can.
You know, an encouraging YouTuber to watch for first video and where they're at now is Beard of Pop.
He was
The
just in
guy,
the hospital.
he's in Kentucky. I think he lives in Kentucky. And his first videos, he started out, and he's got like 60,000 subs now. He's great. He's fun. I like watching him.
Yep, I've watched him a few times. Yep.
Yep, he's good.
I don't like him. I don't like the channel. I mean, him as a person, he's fine, I'm sure, but it's just I don't know. Those big channels, they usually don't do it for me. Like him and Top Pops, like none of them, they don't do it for me at all. I can't do it. Especially with Top Pops, and I'm sure he's a really nice guy or whatever, but like it's too much. Like his personality's a lot for me. I'm like, I can't.
He has a very explosive. He could open Pokemon cards. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he'd be a great Pokemon YouTuber.
Like, I just don't. I can't match that energy.
No, I can't watch it. It freaks me out a little. I'm like, how are you this damn happy?
But lately, I don't really watch. I don't watch a lot of Funko content because I'm watching so much Funko content within our group.
Right.
That I get burned out, and I don't want to watch anything outside of our group, like, because there's other stuff I like watching on YouTube too, and I feel like if I'm watching anything outside of our group, then I don't have time to watch the other stuff that I like. Like I really like watching like fitness guys like Jesse James and Will Tennyson. They're so funny. But
I watch people watch other things. Is that weird? Like I watch people watch movies and like video games and stuff.
Hydraulic presses.
Oh yeah. I've gone down that rabbit hole.
It's a good time.
It all stems from when I used to watch Will It Blend in like 2010. Like it's just a random I don't know if you guys are familiar with Will It Blend, but it was a random YouTuber, like a YouTube channel that just put stuff in a blender and found out if it would blend. Watched every single one till they went away.
I'm gonna do a couple things here.
Let's go.
So Gus asked, "What is the alphabet thing?" Gus, I've been doing shorts for the alphabet A through Z. I'm on Q. Well, I'll be on R.
I got a pop you can buy for X.
I think I'm just going to show X-Men pops.
That's cheating.
That's all I got.
I have a Xenomorph.
No.
$60.
Offer me $50. I'll yell at you.
Yeah,
he had a heart attack recently. I'm guessing Beard of Pops had a heart attack.
He did, yeah. He posted a short. Someone sent it to me actually recently, or yesterday, or this morning. I don't even know. Recently, he seemed to be fine, but yeah, he's recovering from a heart attack.
Yep, and his studio caught on fire too.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
his what caught on fire?
His studio.
A few months back, his studio caught on fire.
Holy crap! He's just having bad luck right now.
No kidding, huh? Jeez.
Yeah, I think since like the holiday, like the Christmas holidays to now, I think there's just been a ton of, especially content creators they just got crazy stuff going on. Like our world's
they're scamming people.
What's that?
Or they're scamming people.
True.
A lot of those lately.
Let's see here. Mike, welcome in, Mike. He said my Mets are beating his Dodgers, so I'm happy about that. Let's see. Something else I saw up here that I can't remember what it was.
We yap a lot.
I missed it, I guess.
Tree Fitty.
About
Tree Fitty. I'm surprised I haven't been offered Tree Fitty, honestly. That damn Loch Ness monster.
Oh, yeah, Mama J, I remember that. Didn't your roof collapse or something?
Oh, yeah, she did. She had something crazy happen, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
I didn't know about that either.
On her collection, too.
A crisp high five. Don't I already owe you one of those, Anthony? I think I owe you those for the balls.
Yeah, it's in the mail.
Yep, the balls are in the mail.
Yeah, just so many crazy things that happen in our...
Okay, good. I'm glad it's
good.
Oh, good.
I hope you did many a whatnot shows to fund your new roof.
I bought some stuff from her the other day. She was doing vinyl records.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh.
awesome.
One of my buddies was probably next to me watching it. He's obsessed with like Whatnot now. Ever since I told him about it, and he just because he buys records. I mean, he buys vinyl records on there, which I didn't even know was a market on there, to be honest. And yeah, he's just. We were at D&D yesterday, and I just look over. He's just in a Whatnot stream, just watching someone look at records. I'm like, "You gonna buy anything or what?"
Well, it might have been her.
Might have been.
But it's funny how it picks up the algorithm though, because I have never seen anybody sell records on Whatnot. I went in her show. I went in her show, and the very next day, the very first two people that they showed was selling records.
Yeah,
Kinda like-
vinyl's huge, especially those like limited edition ones. Like
I buy video game soundtracks because I'm a virgin.
yeah, they have like limited
I've had
edition
sex with a
ones.
woman. Let
Crazy
me put
ones.
that out there. I'm not actually a virgin. It's just funny to say. Okay.
It's kind of like those y'all heard of
So-
Labubu's or whatever they're called?
I don't get that at all.
Those
I
things
don't
are
get that at
hideous.
all.
It's-
To each their own. I don't
yeah,
get it.
Yeah, I'll say that. Like, if you like them, it's fine. No shame or anything. But I just told Taylor the other day, like, I don't. Actually, it was last night. I was like, I don't get it.
They're
Yeah,
well, to me, it's the
everywhere
same
on
with
Whatnot
the-
right now.
It's the same with the two other ex Funko guys. The Pix or whatever, and then the Rocky Moto. Those are both ugly as sin. Those are both super ugly. I can't stand them, but like people are obsessed with them because people are like, oh, it's the ex Funko guys. Gotta support them. Gotta buy those.
But if you had to buy one, which would you buy, Rocky Moto or Thrill Joy?
Thrilljoy.
Yeah.
Those look
Yeah.
better.
If
I just like the-
if I
like
was
the-
to
I like
ever
the
buy
presentation.
one, it would be probably Thrilljoy. Especially now that they've got smaller packaging.
Yeah, they're basically just a Funko Pop now.
Of course. We knew it would go there. We knew it would get there.
I can't
the
talk
Rocky
crap
Moto
about
are
Thrill
like-
Joy because we have two of them. So
They're ugly, but I like the packaging. Like they're cool. Like I like the concept, but they're ugly. They both of these to me look like Little People, like the Little People figures.
Mm-hmm.
They both look like those to me. So, and Thrill Joy ones, the Picks or whatever, look like sodas to me. I think, just like a little stumpy, like they're like stumpy sodas.
I didn't know there was a one-piece Labubu.
Oh, that's been a huge thing. That's what made me
where it,
hear about it.
started, I think.
I mean, I just really heard about them not long ago.
Rocky Moto calling it a tub toy. That's fairly fitting. I agree 100%. Now that you mention it, they look like they belong in a tub. You're right. Absolutely correct.
Do they squeak?
They should. Give them to my cat or something. I don't have a dog,
Chris.
so.
Good night, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for canceling me multiple times.
Night, Chris.
Can't cancel me.
We'll probably wrap it up.
Gosh, how much is that poster in the background?
Which one?
I
Oh,
want to buy it.
how much is your poster? No, this
You
I
guys selling posters? I'm in.
no the Hateful Eight one I got when I worked at the video store. I have so many movie posters, and then
Mine are
the
probably crushed right now. And I feel dumb for
Beetlejuice,
crushing them.
Beetlejuice, and then the Frankenstein. We got those at Texas Frightmare last
I have a Detective Pikachu poster somewhere.
You know what? My son actually likes that movie.
It's a great movie.
Too. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
My buddy used to work in a movie theater, so he would just bring me posters every now and then.
See, the movie theater ones were even cooler because those were like the official double-sided ones.
Double-sided, yeah.
I only have a couple of those, but I have a bunch that are just rolled up. So I mean, I did have them
I've
laying
still got
around.
a lot of posters and cardboard cutouts from when I worked at Blockbuster in the 90s.
Ooh. I don't know if I've
Cardboard
ever even
cutouts
been to a
are cool,
Blockbuster.
This poster is from a theater. This one is from.
Nice.
How much?
I paid $16 for it.
Nice. I'm surprised you paid for it. Usually they
Free-
just give those things away.
Pre-COVID. Well, a guy
That's what I
bought
used
out
to
the
do.
theater.
Oh, gotcha. Someone had it.
He had like 100 of them, and you can't.
That's what I
get it
always used to do for like
$16 now.
GameStop, like video game posters, because I did marketing for GameStop. So
Oh,
I just took them. Like whenever I took something down, if I wanted it, I'm like I took it. Like I have a bunch of Fallout 4 stuff on that side of my wall. from when actually I only have the one thing now, but I had a couple more things from when that launched in 2015. Probably has some value. I have a standee from Fallout 5 or 4 as well.
I'm gonna try to get this poster signed by the voice actor for Mewtwo.
That'd be cool.
Apparently, the voice actor who does Ash was at GalaxyCon today.
Yeah, she does a lot. Which one? The original or the new one?
I think it's the new one.
Yeah, Sarah Nanachaney, I believe.
Yeah, Sarah.
Then,
yeah, Sarah.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Veronica Taylor does the original.
Yeah, they had some crazy. They had both the Little Mermaid voice, so they had Jodie Benson and Christopher Barnes or whatever that did Spider-Man and whatever the Eric from Little Mermaid. But yeah, Jodie had a pretty long line. You know who had a crazy because a few wrestlers canceled, but Sting was there just today only for like 3 hours, and his line was crazy packed.
Yeah, because he's on his farewell tour for cons right now, so he's going to be at Rhode Island. I'm going to try and see what I can do. I have another Wolfpack.
Yeah, it was weird. I saw on the website he was there. It was like 12 to 3. That's the only time he was there, and it was one day only. So
that's crazy.
Everybody was there, but most people were there. Like Shatner was there today. I almost went to meet him to get him to sign my Halloween cast piece poster because obviously the mask is Captain Kirk. So I was like really close, but then he was kind of pricey, and I was like, well, then by the time I went back around again, they like took all his stuff. So I mean, he must have only been there Friday, Saturday.
A couple days, yeah.
But anyway, it's all right. I mean, he does a lot of cons, so it's fine.
I would get it. He is very old.
Well, I didn't really want to like shell out the money. Plus, I've heard. I mean, I think he will sign Halloween stuff, but I know it kind of like bothers him because like he obviously wasn't in Halloween, but. I'd be flattered if I was him, but that's just,
yeah.
It's pretty cool, but
it is.
Actually, it was funny because I was talking to my uncle because he was thinking about coming out to GalaxyCon, and I told him about that, and he didn't even know that. He was like, "What's the correlation with Shatner and Halloween?" And I was like, "Oh, you don't know? Well, let me blow your mind real quick."
I feel like it's not common knowledge. I mean,
horror
world. People in the horror world know it.
I think if you're like a fan of Halloween, obviously everyone knows it, but like if you don't really watch that much horror,
right? If you're just a casual watcher of things, yeah,
obviously you're not gonna like know that. So
that's fun trivia to pull out with people that don't know it, though.
Yeah,
and I do.
It's fun.
I love Trivial Pursuit just because I say the most random like stuff, and people are like, "How do you even know that?" And I'm like, "I don't."
Trivial Pursuit is a lot of fun. I used to play with my parents, and they would get like. It would usually be my parents and my brother versus just me by myself.
Yeah.
Like, they had to take all 3 of them to. They did pretty well, but
I'm just full of useless knowledge that I don't even know where I got it. I
don't even
know where it came from.
That's most of mine's from working at the video store for 7 years. Like that's all you do is talk about movies all the time. Right. So you look up stuff on IMDb. You know, I mean, I've been on IMDb probably more than any website ever. So.
Yeah, anytime I see like an actor in something, I'm like, what else was he in? Let's check IMDb.
Yeah, no, it's just fun, and like you look up. I mean, I still do it now. Like I'll watch a new movie, and I'll be like, where do I know that actor or actress from? And then I go down a rabbit hole, and I'm like, oh my god, look at all the stuff they were in that I don't remember.
Josh, do you ever watch The Real Rejects?
Yes. Yeah.
There's a guy he's part of The Real Rejects, and he reminds me so much of you because he is very I can't think of his name right now.
No, those guys know that. I mean, those guys.
Well, he's not one of the main 2. He's
gotcha.
He's on there quite often. I can't think of his name right now, but he is very movie knowledgeable, and even like scores and you know, he'll hear a song and he's like, well, this is by so and so.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, how do you know that? And he's like, well, it just sounds like his stuff. He just,
Yeah.
and then every time he does something like that, I'm like, man, freaking Josh has got a mask or something on, and he's over.
No, like pretty much just pop culture in general, but like movies and music, I have a ton of like just. I mean, it's good for trivia every once in a while, but it's pretty much useless knowledge. So I have fun with it, but it doesn't serve a purpose ever unless
It's
I'm
not
like,
useless if it's knowledge to you.
well, I shouldn't say it's totally useless because a lot of times it helps me, like, because I like to meet people anyway. And so when I have sports too, like I can talk about all these different things, and then I meet people out and about at like shows or at the store, and we can talk about pretty much anything because I love something that they love, so I can talk about it. So that's served me well in my network
Well versed.
skills. Yeah, it's helped me network for a long time. So I've met, God only knows how many people I've met.
Well, y'all about ready to wrap this thing up? We've been on for close to 2 hours.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you, Brian. I have to poop. So
Well, go do it. You got a big hat.
authenticity.
it's all about being real here.
Nick's just being as authentic as he can.
It's all about being real, being
As
fully
long as you don't
transparent.
get up and take your camera to the bathroom.
Oh,
I don't think I
flip them
could.
out very quick.
I don't think I could. I'd have to. I don't think anyone needs to see that. You got to pay extra for that. That's on the OnlyFans.
You just hear a flush.
Well,
That's
what
my
else?
future.
Anything? Y'all got anything exciting coming up, or y'all cooking out Monday, or just chilling?
Yep. Cooking
I'm just
out.
here to sleep. I took
All I
I took
care
Friday
about
off
is
to
I get the
sleep.
day off.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep Monday. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
shouldn't say that that's all I care about because Memorial Day is a great day to remember.
Absolutely.
All I care is that I get the day off because I get a day off. But Memorial Day is it's a great.
It's about more than the
Purpose.
day off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more
Right,
than
what's
just a
that day
day
off?
off. But I'm happy I get the day off.
I do
Right.
love
Well,
it.
I'm there with you. I'm off because we're closed on Sundays, but I'm
Yeah.
off Monday as well. So
Nice.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna enjoy my 2 days off.
You guys do any like cookouts for Memorial Day, or kind of just chill?
I got nothing this year. Every now and then I will, but I got nothing this year, so I'm gonna just be doing nothing.
We
It's
used
gonna
to
be great.
do stuff for like 4th of July and Memorial Day, and we just don't do stuff like that anymore. Like
I feel
we
like
Yeah,
COVID killed all
time,
that.
yeah, time just goes by too, and it's just, I mean, the years go by so fast, and by the time the holidays get here, you're like, oh, I guess I should do something, but I don't
I
have.
was like, oh, it's Christmas. I should see the family. Probably.
I should probably answer the phone.
That's a
It's
song.
like they
What-
probably think I'm dead. I should do something about this.
What the heck song is that?
What's on?
About getting old and then realizing that you're old and then you're like, oh, this sucks. It's
That could be anything.
no, it's a really popular song.
I don't know.
It's not Yellow Card, is it?
All I know is there was a movie called Old where they got old on a beach. I've never seen it, but I know about it.
Man, what is that song?
Oh, you might be thinking of yeah, you might be thinking, is it, well, you said Yellow Card, it's not
I don't think it's Yellow Card though.
oh, maybe it sounds like them a little.
I do loves me some Ocean Avenue.
Yellow Card, man, I used to go see them like
Old.
back in the Warp Tour days. I've seen Yellow Card probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 times. I went to their farewell tour, and they always put on a good. Their violin player is like, that dude is awesome. He's like energetic, and he jumps off stuff, and he's the coolest part of the band.
You got to be a
We went
sick
to
band
Warped
to have a
Tour.
violin player. That's awesome.
I know, right? Especially
Yeah.
as like a rock band, you're like,
Mhm.
we have a violin player too. It's pretty cool. But yeah, no,
And Dave
Yellow
Lutz.
Card, just they
Skillet
do
has a
their
yellow
own
violin
thing.
player.
Who,
What's
what?
that?
Skillet has a
Oh,
violin
yeah,
player.
Really? I
Skillet.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
And she goes out on a big. When I saw them, she got lifted way high up in the air, and she was playing the violin, and it was just crazy. And of all people, I saw Skillet with Korn.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yep.
How did that even happen? How does that even happen?
They opened for
That's
Korn.
crazy.
I was like,
Man, that would have been a crazy like fan base merger. Like,
Yeah.
geez.
yeah, it was like
Skillet's a Christian rock band, right?
Yeah.
Skillet is, yeah.
Yeah. That's
Well,
nuts.
fun fact
Oh,
though
that's
about Korn, one of the band members of Korn is a Christian,
really
Yeah.
okay.
and he will not play certain songs. He stays backstage.
Interesting.
Might be one of the bass players, maybe.
Huh.
I think you're right. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
And he won't go out for certain songs, but he didn't think.
But touring with him, yeah, that's great.
They
That's pretty funny.
another band that's really good live that I didn't know how to violin player. I mean, on a few songs they do, but Blue October, they have a really good.
Oh man, I haven't heard Blue October in
Don't
Yeah.
they do the Hate
long.
Me song? Is that Blue October?
Which one?
The Hate Me song?
Yeah, Hate Me Today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
But
like
they're-
so popular when I was in high school.
Well, it's funny because like that song was like one of their top hits, but like they have so many better like. They have some older stuff and some newer stuff that's just so much better than their hit songs. But
See, I've never seen
Yeah.
any of these Warped Tour like bands, but I have seen like Iron Maiden and Motley Crue and
Yeah.
Def Leppard and all that. That's my wheelhouse. Right
I've
there.
seen. I haven't
Mama
seen
J-
Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
The only one of those bands that I've seen live is Slayer. I saw Slayer in Denver
Okay.
and it was
Whoa.
with
Slayer was probably cool.
the opener
Yeah.
was Lamb of God was the opener.
Oh my god! Oh no, that would be a crazy
I wouldn't
show.
put that with Motley Crue and all them. Like that's like
No, that's high. That's way heavier.
Like,
That's way heavier.
No,
that's like watching like Slipknot. Like that's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
No,
that's
Lamb of
beyond-
God was they were surprisingly they weren't because I mean it was an arena. It was like a small arena we had. Not the main arena where like the Nuggets.
Oh yeah,
play
Mama
and
J, you're
stuff.
crazy. I know.
And
a
yeah,
good
it
one.
was great. It was a great. We sat kind of far in the back. My friend bought the tickets, and I was
probably
still
only
like,
been to, like,
man, this is a loud show, even way back here in the back of the room. But yeah, Slayer was awesome. They crushed it.
I
I
bet.
accidentally bought tickets one time that were seated tickets, and it was general admission, and I thought I was fine, so I'd be on the floor, but it was general admission seating. And after that happened, I refused to ever buy seated tickets again. I will not do it. I have to be down in the pit. Like I can't. It was Five Finger Death Punch. It was Hell Yeah, Nothing More, Volbeat, and Five Finger Death Punch.
Ooh, I like
I was
Volbeat.
stuck in a seat the whole time.
Isn't that an anime Five Finger Death Punch?
They have
It could be.
well,
could
they
be.
have oh, you're thinking of One Punch Man.
Okay.
It definitely
Um,
that's got anime vibes for sure. That
Jeremy, what were you talking about? Mama J said Bowling for Soup. Is that the band you were talking about?
No, I don't. I'll figure it out. I'll remember it.
Yeah,
Both
Mama
for a
J,
first one,
man.
huh?
Mama J's been to a lot of concerts. I know nowadays you don't really get a physical ticket. You get your digit whatever. So I do have most of my physical tickets saved in like a Ziploc bag from when I lived in Colorado, there was a time where I was going like 3 times a week or 2 times at least 2 times a month for a while, and just bands always were coming there. It was so cool.
So I only have one physical ticket, like for a concert.
Oh,
like
wow.
they were just already a thing of the past, basically. So it was my first concert, and it was Motley Crue. So that's my first physical ticket, and it's signed by Theory of a Dead Man, who was there as well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was cool.
But our last concert we went to, Taylor and I went when we were still dating. We went to I Prevail. We came as Romans.
Yeah.
Escape the Fate. That was
Nice.
Woo.
Did you say Escape the Fate?
Yeah.
I
Funny story about Escape the Fate. The lead singer of Escape the Fate was getting an Uber for some chick, and he cut the line, and nobody even said hi to him or anything. And he came out on stage wearing the same outfit, and nobody said anything to him. It was crazy.
cool. Funny story about Escape the Fate. So I've seen them probably 5 times or so. Not the Ronnie Radke Escape the Fate, just the Craig Mabbitt one.
Yeah.
And I was leaving their show one time in Denver at this place called Summit Music Hall, and the tour vans always park on the side of the venue, and it's a small venue. And I got a ride down to the show, so like I had time to kill before my friend could pick me up. So I went outside of the venue, and I was like, "Well, I'll go." You know, some of my friends are probably nearby. I turned the corner, and Craig Mabbitt's just hanging out by the side of the venue. So I go over there, and there's this girl. Craig turns to me, and I just wanted to like talk to him real quick. He goes, "What are you doing right now?" And I was like, "I'm about to walk to a bar or whatever." And he's like, "Hey, you want to go? You want to hang out with me?" And I was like, "Yes." So
Yes,
we got.
please.
So we ran across the street. Craig Mabbitt from Escape the Fate. We got in a car, and we went to this apartment nearby. Crazy small world. The apartment we go to, I knew the guy who lived there.
That is wild.
He shows up, and then everyone else that was there, the bass player was there. He used to live in Denver or whatever. The guy whose apartment was asked if they wanted to do some drugs, and Craig and I were like, "No." I was like, "I don't do I don't do drugs." And then Craig said the same thing. He's like, "Nah." He's like, "It hurts my vocal cords and all that stuff." So he's like, "I don't do any of that." So Craig Mabbitt and I hang out. We go to this bar, and he and I are like quoting movies back and forth. We play air hockey. I played air hockey with Attack and Escape the Fate at this bar. And then this girl had followed us, and she was obliterated, and she was like obsessed with Craig. And so like I had to get this. Basically my friend showed up, and I was like, "Hey, will you come outside and like say what up to my friend?" Because he couldn't go to the show. I take that girl. I told Craig, I'm like, because she was like hanging on him. She couldn't even stand up. She was so trash. And so I had to help Craig like get away from this girl. So I took her outside. She like got in the cab. The cab driver kicked her out because she was trying to fall asleep in the cab and wouldn't say where she lived. So we call 911 or someone did to get an ambulance over there to check on her. And Craig's like, "You sure you got this?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, go enjoy your night. It was fun hanging out with you. It was cool." He goes back in, and like, yeah, it was just a bonkers night because I literally was just trying to kill time, and I ended up like hanging out with both bands that played.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it was fun. It's one of my favorite stories from my like concert going days because like it just was so random that I don't think anyone believes me, but
I believe you because I don't know who any of those people are.
My first concert ever was like that. So, well, I'm not hanging out with them, but like I went to my first concert was Volbeat.
Oh, nice!
And it was in the Knitting Factory in Spokane, Washington.
Oh, I've always wanted to go there.
It's so cool, but like the bar is in the back, and I didn't know. I've never been there, so my buddy told me to go to the bar because that's where he was at. So I walked through the doors into the bar that was for the singers, like the bands, and Michael Poulsen and Volbeat were taking shots.
Oh, wow.
And a security guard was like, "Dude, you can't be in here." And I was like, I've never been. This is my first concert. So they weren't supposed to let me back in the show, but they let me back in. And it was Spoken, which is also a Christian band. Or they used to be at least. And Danko Jones or whatever.
Danko Jones.
Yeah, crazy.
Great name, don't know.
Yeah, weird band. But
that's awesome though. I mean, it would have been even cooler if you got to like hang out with them, but yeah,
it would have been fun. Yeah.
Mama J just asked me if I like country, so I'm going to answer this in one simple way. Country music is not like country music used to be. I think it's a bunch of crap right now. Back in the day,
it's pretty much pop now. It's like country, but it's like pop.
See, I grew up on like Alabama and Tanya Tucker and people like that. Y'all probably even know who they are. George Strait.
I know him.
People like that. But,
yeah.
Mama J, I mainly listen to Christian music, but I do also listen to, like me and my daughter last year went and saw Foo Fighters in concert.
Nice.
We've
probably
been
a good show.
to some other concerts together. So I do like other stuff, but when y'all were talking about newer groups, my daughter just the other night went and saw Pierce the Veil. Have y'all ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
dude.
Jeez.
Pierce the Veil's so good.
Yeah, she went
Yeah.
and saw them, and they were with some other band, but she went and saw them Wednesday last week.
That was probably a fun show.
Yeah, I went to Warped Tour the last year they did it. I went to it, and we accidentally saw Metro Station because we were trying to get to the main stage, and we walked through a concert, and it was Metro Station. So we're like, whatever, we'll just stay. And then there's a bunch of teenage girls, and then a bunch like grown men. Like,
No, Metro Station's awesome. It's kind of funny you say that because I went to this really small tour at the Marquee in Denver. It's this tiny venue that they've revamped a few times, and it was called the Really, Really Ridiculously Good Looking Tour. It was Cobra Starship was the
Oh
headline.
no.
oh my god,
And
Man.
there was all these, the openers were all these bands that ended up kind of becoming bigger. So it was like We the Kings, Metro Station before they got like huge, and then the Cab. And
Yep.
I had no idea. I had never seen or heard Metro Station. I was hanging out with Trey Cyrus from Metro State. He was like standing next to me when the other bands went on. And I just saw him play, and I was like, I started talking to him. I was like, hey, man, you were really good. Get home that night and look up the band, and I found out he's like step sibling with Miley, and like I was like, what? That dude? I was just talking to that guy. That's
He's like
crazy.
tatted up too, like his,
Oh yeah, he's got
from
tats
neck
all the way
down
up
is
to his
full.
neck.
Yeah.
But he was very nice. But I saw Metro Station a few times. They opened up for. I saw them with Fall Out Boy one time. I saw them with a couple of other people, and then I went to their headliner show, which their opener was that rapper. This was before he was big, but what's that guy's name? Tyga.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he was the opener, which was a very strange crowd. It was like 16-year-old girls for Metro Station and like whatever.
He's not a lion, he's
was.
a tiger.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know who he was either at the time. I was like, what? This guy's the opener? This is weird.
And Mama
That is
J,
an odd pairing.
Mama J, I have not seen any of those in concert. I have seen Alabama twice, and I saw Brad Paisley once.
Oh, that's a good one.
And the reason I saw him is because the movie Cars, the first one, the original,
Yeah.
the red carpet was at Charlotte Motor Speedway here in Concord, North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
Like
That
20
makes
minutes
sense.
away. So I got to go see them on the red carpet, all the actors and everything, and they showed
Oh my god.
the movie inside of the NASCAR stadium. They showed it on this huge screen. It was the very first showing, and all the actors came out there. Owen Wilson and all them, and Brad Paisley did a live concert, and some of the drivers raced around the track and stuff. It was pretty awesome red carpet. Tony Shalhoub was there.
Man. Yeah, that's cool.
It was pretty cool.
You would have to
seeing
pay
him.
me to go to a country concert. You would have to pay me a lot of money.
Yeah, I would. No offense to anyone that likes country music, like it's fine if that's what you're into, but
Not for me.
Yeah, I mean,
we listen to like Christian music and surprisingly like heavy metal. Like,
Hey,
That's
some of
it.
that has some really good messages.
yeah,
I listen to quite a few things, but like, I mean, I'm not really. The way I have always looked at music because my dad introduced me to. He majored in music in college. It's not what he does now, but he introduced me to so many bands when I was younger. So like, I just kind of grew up. I just appreciate. I mean, even if it's not the greatest, sometimes I'm just like I wouldn't do any better. So I was like, you're doing music. That's pretty cool. My son loves music too, so it's kind of now I have music has a little bit more meaning to me because it's just he's kind of getting into all kinds of different. He really likes his emo rock for sure. He loves like My Chemical. He loves Fall Out Boys. Like he starts dancing. He loves Fall Out Boy so much.
I'll listen to anything I like, really.
Yeah,
It can be any
anything
kind of
that's
genre,
catchy,
anything.
yeah.
Like there's some rap I like, not a lot, but there's some I like.
Yeah, for
Mostly
sure.
hair metal is for me, but
If
I
I
just
can
finished
if I can understand it and there's not a excessive
even some of
amount of
those.
cussing involved, I will listen to it.
even some of the ones I can't understand, I'm like, yeah, this is my jam. I just
Yeah.
finished a video game called Clair Obscure Expedition 33, entirely a French opera soundtrack that I have been listening to for the past 3 weeks. I've been listening to so much French opera, you couldn't believe it.
Man, Alpha and Omega said Memphis May Fire. I haven't heard about that band in a while.
No kidding. Yeah.
I saw them at Warped Tour. Accidentally, we got stuck in the crowd after We Came as Romans played, and we got stuck. We couldn't move, so we just watched the next band, and it was Memphis Mayfire, and they were amazing.
We Came as Romans, man. They, I've only seen them a couple of times, and the lead singer was still alive and stuff. Yeah. But they,
I touched the lead singer.
Yeah, he always comes. He always like steps on.
Did you get his number first? Jeez. Have dinner.
Dinner, yeah.
But yeah, I saw them back before they got huge, and there was this tour that came through. It was like the Scream It Like You Mean It tour, and the headliners were Silverstein, which is like one of my favorite bands ever, and then Emery, which is another one of my favorite bands. So like the two headliners was who I was there for, and it was such a long show because I think they had 8 bands total. So there were 6 openers before the Emery and Silverstein. And I made the mistake of drinking between every band. So by the time Silverstein came on, I was like flying. I was like, I think this guy shoved me. There were like a mosh pit started. This guy pushed me in the back, and I just like turned around and I was smiling because I thought I was so out of my mind. But my reaction when he shoved me was to like punch him. So I like turned around and I was laughing and I punched him in the face. And,
normal mosh pit stuff.
Yeah. And my brother, and I don't remember the whole thing, but I just remember my brother, who's 5 years younger than me. He was so mad because we were walking out of the concert, and there was a guy, I thought it was the same guy that I punched, and he was next to these 2 cops when I crossed the street to go to our car, and I was still flying, and we're walking out, and I thought it was the guy, and I was like, oh my God, you got the cops, you're such a loser. And I was like doing all this stuff. My brother was like, he called me an idiot basically because he's like, that's not even the guy that you hit, you dumb idiot. And I was like, so you're yelling at this random kid who has nothing to do with you. I was like, oh man, I feel so bad now.
My buddy just last year, I think it was last year, he tore his ACL in a mosh pit.
Oh my
God.
Whoa,
you're getting old, brother.
We the concert Taylor and I went to, the I Prevail, the show before in Detroit, we saw him in Grand Rapids. The lead singer of I Prevail tore his vocal cords.
Oh.
So the guy that does their screaming had to do all the singing. And the lead singer, before he passed away, the lead singer of We Came as Romans, broke his leg crowd surfing. He jumped into the crowd and they didn't catch him and he broke his leg.
Oh, no. So
he sat the whole time. He sat in a chair.
Oh man. I've never been to any of those like metal shows. I mean, I've been to some like small ones with like no name bands or whatever, but like just in like tiny venues and shit. So those were fun, but I just never got around to like seeing any of them. Like I used to be a big The Used guy in my early teens. Like man, I would have loved to see that. I still could. I think they're still around, but
no, yeah, they're doing their 25th tour right now.
Yeah,
25th anniversary tour.
But I would probably see them. Like I would love to see A Day to Remember. I would love to see them. Like there's just so many bands in that realm. I want to see Hollywood Undead too, just to like fuel my teen years, you know.
Hollywood Undead is making new music.
I saw it's funny you say that because when I was walking around GalaxyCon today, I saw someone had a Hollywood Undead t-shirt and I like smirked because I was like, I haven't heard of that band in forever.
Yeah, was there one album, Black Dahlia or whatever? Like
the big one had, big one, because they got signed back when MySpace was like, they were big on MySpace, and then MySpace had like a record label for a little bit there. But yeah, no, Jake, the user, I've seen the used.
That's
so
one of those.
many
I mean, I
times.
can listen to most of these and have a good time, but like, man, the used. Oh God.
Dude, I've been to. It's funny because one time I didn't even do anything wrong. I got kicked out of a Denver venue right before the used came on, and I'd already seen them like 4 times. But my 2 buddies that were with me wanted to go, so I was like, "Yeah, let's go," because I never turned the used down, and the girl I was dating at the time had too much to drink or something before we got there. And I went to get my first drink. I went to go get a beer and I came back and I hadn't had a sip. I hadn't had anything. And these like security people were like trying to like mess with my buddy who was trying to take care of my girlfriend. And so I didn't do a single thing. And this guy's like, all right, you can just get out of here then. And I was like, what are you talking about? Literally right as I got kicked out, the used came out and they opened up with one of my favorite songs. And I was like, so I kicked back then. The smoke area had a chain link fence and now it has this like heavy. So I started kicking that chain link fence. So I like to say that I am the reason there is a nice, strong, sturdy fence now because I tried to kick that.
Put a hole in the thing.
I was so mad. Well, I was more mad at my friends because they were trying to be nice friends because I was like, you guys go stay in there because you haven't seen them. I've seen them a bunch. It's fine. And they were like, no, we'll just go with you. So they didn't go either. And I was like, well, that was a waste of
yeah, it would have been like, all right, see you in a little bit. Give me at least a few songs.
I will say I've seen some videos from the current tour and like a lot of those older bands, they're still awesome to see, but like they don't
definitely not like they used to be.
I
not
mean,
like they used to be.
Ooh, I like it.
All right, we should really wrap it up.
I don't know. Y'all making me want to go to a concert.
They're awesome. But yeah, anyway,
I haven't been to a concert in a hot minute.
Music is fun.
I think Iron Maiden was my last one.
It's been a while.
I love concerts too. I just don't
go to a Stained concert.
I want to see Iron Maiden again, though. They were sick.
Man, Jeremy and his Stained joke, so good. It's the gift that keeps giving.
I tell you what, man, I want to go to a Creed concert.
I do. Oh, they're coming around. I actually am doing. I'm doing it. You reminded me. I'm going.
Did you see they replaced the opener because Three Doors Down was supposed to go, but the lead singer's got like stage 4 cancer or something.
Yeah, that's really sad.
So it's I think Daughtry replaced them. Like,
which is way worse. But I want to see Creed.
That guy. I mean, I know his daughter like committed suicide or whatever. But
Daughtry?
Yeah, but he's like, have you seen him recently? He got pure black tattoos.
No, the last time I saw him was on American Idol.
Yeah, he's completely different now. Like he wears a lot of like black eyeliner, and then he's all buff now. He got jacked,
good for him.
But he's got black. He for whatever reason tattooed pure black around his entire
Machine Gun Kelly. He did that too.
And then it goes up into like a point on his chest, and he acts like a crazy tough guy. I mean, he went through some stuff.
Right, yeah, trauma.
He's not the same as the American Idol Daughtry anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah, good reminder. I need to buy Creed tickets. Thanks for that.
They kicked their tour off last year here in Oklahoma City. My friend went and she sent me videos and she was like, "Man, this concert's awesome."
Yeah, they're going to be not far. They're probably going to be like 15 minutes away. So I
was like, I bet it was fun because
I'm going to look right now.
Creed's fun.
Creed
I don't have any money to go to Creed, but
they're cheap. The last I looked, they're cheap.
Oh, they're going to be at Soaring Eagle.
Ooh.
I know that they're really close to me. Like they're in one of the small venues close to me.
Yeah, they're doing a massive tour. They're doing because then they're doing a couple of festivals too. They're doing one. I think the tour.
Oh, no way. Okay. You can't read this, but Creed, Mammoth, and Hinder.
Ooh, I saw Hinder. I saw Hinder with Motley Crue.
Okay, nice. I could go for a little bit of Lips of an Angel. Like,
is it? Did you say? Is it Mammoth? Is it Van Halen? Mammoth WHV or whatever.
I'm not sure I'm not sure Mammoth. I just know Hinder and Creed.
So yeah, Mammoth is that's Eddie Van Halen's son. He's got a band, and
Okay.
they're awesome. He's just like his dad, like guitar playing, but they've been on tour with like Foo Fighters, and they just did a really cool music video that was I think it was directed by Robert Rodriguez and
Wolfgang Van Halen.
Yeah, Wolfgang Van Halen. Yeah. But yeah, no, that sounds like an awesome show, Jeremy. You should go
It's 2 days before my anniversary. Maybe I'll take Taylor.
Ooh.
Hey, that sounds like a fun anniversary.
I guess I gotta ask her first though.
Yeah, probably do that.
Tickets
These
only
tickets got
$56.
more expensive than the first time I saw them.
Taylor, will you go with me?
I don't know who I'll go see next.
I want to do it. I want to go see them sing Higher
That's what I'm saying.
and Open Arms and
I heard Hire's
That's
like
still
Arms Wide Open and
I heard it's like
not Open Arms. That's a different band.
I saw them too.
I heard
Not
Hire's
with
like
the original singer.
Higher
I saw
Live
the
is
little
like a
Filipino
religious
kids.
experience, is what I hear.
Who?
That like hearing Higher live is like is
I
like
bet.
like as a unity of like a community, like the fans that are there.
Yeah, I
It's
bet that
like,
was
there's
sick.
nothing like watching that song live.
It's August 28th, so it's
Hey, that's my birthday.
It's around fantasy football draft time, so I don't know if I'll be able to go.
28th is my birthday.
Hey, there you go.
There you
could
go,
for my
man.
birthday.
It's all stacking up, Jeremy. It's just saying.
Yeah, but it's
I
it's
gotta
mine.
go.
It'd be for me.
23rd, our anniversary is the 25th, so we could go on the 23rd and then
Make
I don't
it
know,
work.
man. Creed, that's like a bucket list band.
Yeah, that'd be a cool one.
That's like
Yeah,
And they're having a
mine-
resurgence now too.
Mine is they've always been a guilty pleasure too, but Limp Bizkit has been on my list for
You know,
They're-
a weird band that's on my bucket list, which I probably will never be able to see, is My Darkest Days.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Limp Bizkit's actually on tour with Metallica right now, believe it or not.
Hey, at least
they're
you know
like,
Creed, Brian, right?
Metallica's doing like 2 nights in each city, and there's different openers each night. And the first night's like Limp Bizkit and somebody else, and the next night's Pantera and somebody else.
No, Mama J, not Nickelback.
I want to see Nickelback so bad.
Hey, I've heard Nickelback is really good live.
I
I've
want to
heard-
hear the
I've
Monday
heard
Night
that
Raw
too.
theme song live.
They suck.
I've heard that too. That it's funny because my friend in Colorado, her dad used to be a DJ in Colorado, and so he'd get like free concert tickets every once in a while. And my ex and my friend, they wanted to go to Nickelback when they came to town, and they were like, "Do you want us to get you a ticket too?" And I was like, "No, I'm good." And so I dropped them off, and then I hung out up that way where the show was, and then I picked them up, and they were like, that show was so good. I was like, was it really good, or you just were so excited that it was?
I bet it was pretty
like
good.
it was good.
They just got bangers after bangers. Nickelback does.
They are well. You know what's cool? I do admire them for like taking the joke. Like they're not fazed by anything. Like they think it's funny. So
I want to hear their disco song live. That's what I want.
their disco.
I forget what it was called, but it's so silly.
Nice. Chad Kroger.
Yeah.
Mama J, I was born in 1994, so that's for you.
That's the year I graduated high school. So
Dang.
I was 5,
I was 6.
depending on when. Like
January.
That was a good year though. 94. That was a good year for like movie.
You're
like,
right. I got brought into this world. It was a great year. The
movie
beginning of it. I
bangers.
started it.
Oh,
So-
Mama J,
Yeah, that's right.
my brother was born in 93. So they're the same age.
94, 93. It's great. You got to experience a little bit of the 90s near the end there.
I was born in
Like-
75.
You old bag. You old man.
I'm sorry, what was that, Brian?
75.
I don't think we caught it.
I call you old. You're younger than my parents, so you're not that old. They're freaking
Hey,
old.
some days I feel like I'm 30, and some days I feel like I'm 70. So it just,
I feel like I'm 90 most days, so and I'm only in my 30s, so I'm screwed. Screwed. Are we wrapping up for real? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
We've
getting
been-
tired.
we've been
I'm getting
wrapping up for
hungry,
half an
taking
hour.
out of poo.
I do still have to poop. Yeah.
This has been fun though. So thanks
has
for
been a lot
hanging
of
out,
fun.
everyone.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody
fun.
coming in and hanging out.
We'll try to. I know we've all had stuff going on, so we'll try to be live more. But
We'll have to get some guests in here sometime or another here coming up.
oh yeah, for sure. Now we got plenty of people who we can throw in here. That would be fun. So we'll get it. But yeah, thanks for everyone for hanging out an extra half hour or whatever. But
Yeah, we appreciate
Talking about
everybody that was in
concerts
here
and
tonight.
talking about concerts, like that was some fun memories to talk about. So
Man,
Yeah, I wish I had a
concerts are
fun
the
story
best.
to add, but I don't.
And that's one of the reasons we do stuff. I mean, this
Yeah.
does not have to be about Funko. This is,
yeah,
just
it's just a
about
fun
having fun and
environment.
hanging out.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a different show when I'm on. Sometimes.
More
I feel like
energetic.
it's always a different show.
Yeah.
If I'm around, it's things go a little off the rails. I get a little canceled. It's fine.
No.
I like talking about different stuff. I don't like
Yeah.
talking about.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, because you get burnt out of the same thing all the time. You get burnt
For
out with
sure.
Funko. You get burnt out with
Plus, if we wouldn't have talked about concerts, I wouldn't know that Creed is touring.
right.
And now I have an anniversary idea.
Heck
No, I
yeah.
have a small head, Mama J. Just a big hat. Small head, big hat.
No, he lost weight and
Right,
has
yeah,
regular size.
I'm Funko regular size guy now.
Come on, everyone.
I can't lose weight. It's part of the brand. I can't be Funko skinny guy. It doesn't sound right.
Maybe Funko was fat guy.
Funko Slim guy.
Funko
Yeah,
flat.
that's a little better. That's a little better. I'll workshop it. I'm never gonna lose it.
Funko Medium guy. And then
Funko
they're like,
not as
oh,
fat guy.
well, then they're like, oh, you communicate with ghosts in the afterlife.
Oh, I would rebrand. I was just like, yes,
Funko Medium guy.
I talk to the dead.
That's why
I
you gotta
talked
go
to-
with like
You can keep your ghost trap underneath your hat.
Ooh.
Funko Slim Shady, Mama J said. I like that one. Funko Slim Shady.
No, I can't rebrand. I'll just be Funko less fat guy.
All right,
Would it
guys.
be a
Y'all
capital
have a good
L?
night. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that y'all come out and
Yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight, everyone. I know Saturday there's a lot going on this weekend too, so
yeah.
we appreciate you.
Anthony's
Fun size
still awake.
is really good.
Funko Fun Size.
That's really good.
That is a good one.
I am
Yeah.
short. I am so short.
Leave it to him. I guess I have to give him a giveaway now.
Oh no. No, he can't have one. I'm saying
good
I'm the
anyway.
giveaway hater. I say no. No
Go
giveaway for
reduce
you.
the fat guy.
That's
Alright,
funny.
guys.
I like, these
Y'all
are
have a
good.
good night.
Keep them coming.
Y'all have a
All
good
right.
night and be safe this weekend.
Yeah, you guys too.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.
I'm gonna go poop. It's gonna be great. I don't know. End it, Brian. Jeez. End it for the love of God, please. I told everyone I have to poop now.
Is it ended?
No.